me a fortnight ago at Pukekohe, and again last Saturday, and of course our Hoka Punter, the Derby winner. That's one of our features tonight, and what is a really good undercard as well.
Yeah, it certainly is, Craig. Great to have our 1700 metre record holder with us, Gold Ace. It's going to make that an interesting race, the way the draws have come up with the preferentials there. Could be an interesting double for Ron Richardson tonight too, here in the first with Thanks Shane, and then in West Australia later, maybe earlier this morning actually, tomorrow morning with Classic American going around again over there. He's earned over 100,000 now, Classic American across in Australia, so good luck to Ron and the team. I think Thanks Shane, he revisits Alexandra Park tonight. I think he's a good chance in the first here. His form around that Christmas carnival was very, very good. We've put in the 15 Rock tonight. The Sundon Gelding has to do everything right over the 2200 metres. That is certainly the key. 7 Gintaras was a good second when last produced Richard Brosnan. And 12 Cyclone Emily is back on a new campaign here. So 1, 15, 7 and 12 to open what should be a very entertaining night. First time back here at headquarters for 2015. But we're all a bit saddened here at the park too with the advice that Margaret Purdon, wife of our patron Roy, and of course mother of legendary trainer Barry, Mark, and so many other wonderful children and grandchildren through the Purdon family passing away on Tuesday night there, Craig.
Absolutely, Aaron, I want to pass on my condolences to Roy and to the family as well. It's a very sad time. I understand the funeral is going to be on Monday morning, Aaron. I'll give those details later on during the program, but I understand Barry will be at Roy's tonight or vice versa and watching the races with him. And yeah, if you're sitting there at home, Roy, we pass our condolences on to you and your family at this very, very sad time at the moment. We are thinking of you. Black armbands will be worn by Zach Butcher during the night as well, so a mark of respect to Margaret Purdon. Aaron, I've got your bag of chocolate fish here tonight too, mate. I'm going to send them up to you in that commentary box, and we're going to go head-to-head again tonight. And you're not to eat all these chocolate fish because there's a large bag of about 50 here. You pass them on to the kids. You can get one. The other 49 go to the kids, okay, mate?
That's very good. That is very, very good. I've got a busy weekend coming up, actually, Craig. Tonight, then, it's going to be a good day on Sunday down at Tauranga and Te Teko on Monday, so I might have to put a few more in my cool pack for those days as well. But I'm sure the kids will be watching in, and that's done it. When I get home tonight, the kids won't be asleep. They'll be waiting for their chocolate fish now. Thanks, Craig.
Good man. Cameron Shaw's on his way up, mate, so we'll pass them on to you very, very shortly. Good calling for tonight. Of course, race number 1 on start time tonight. It is the Alex Bar and Eatery Handicap Trot. They do a great job here at Alexandra Park. The Bar and Eatery, if you're ever in the Green Lane region, make sure you get along here and visit our cafe and restaurant. They do a great job, very reasonable prices, and you can get a decent feed. Of course, with the workouts and the trials on a Saturday here, get along in the morning, have breakfast and watch the trials unfold. Favourite in the first is down the bottom, Rock Tonight, the beautifully bred son of Sundon out of Rock and Rhonda. Tony Hurley will take the drive. He's your favourite in your Drivers' Challenge at the moment. Second favourite at this stage, with Blenheim hard on the heels of race number 1, is runner number 1, Thanks Shane. Favourite down at Blenheim, Rocker Band, of course, out of the New Zealand Cup winner in Mainland Banner at 3:20, just in front of Bracken Ridge and at the top of the...
Yeah, thanks, Craig. And the opening favourite is number 15, Rock Tonight, at $3.40 and $1.60 back for the place. Tony Hurley for the Michelle Wallace Bernie Hackett team, Sundon 3-year-old. Manners will be key to his chances. Full field, 2200. You don't want to be doing things wrong in the early stages. The sprint trips for the Square Gators. So they've been asked to face up now to starter Frank Phelan for the first of 11 tonight, and the first for 2015 in Northern Headquarters at Alexandra Park. Gintaris, Donna May turn in, Go Simon Go. The early wicket, Ventimiglia, come forward. We look about set and ready. Cyclone Emily second line. Barrier Strand releases, And they all come down and trotting. Donna May's going to roll into an early gallop. First out is the early wicket from Thanks Shane, and there followed Gintara's. Ventimelia's coming up to these leaders with 2 circuits to go as the leader, the early wickets, galloped onto the stables corner. They're followed then by Sir Henry Castleton, La Maitre D and Cyclone Emily. Katie Hall is the next. There followed A Glass of Tanqueray and Mighty Sunny, Go Simon Go, and the stablemates out the back, Donna May and also the favourite Rock Tonight. 1800 to go and Thanks Shane into the back. Leads by a length and a quarter, about to drop onto its back as Gintara's. That leaves Ventimiglia out parked. Back on the inside, Cyclone Emily, and the 1-1 is Sir Henry Castleton, tracked up by La Maitre D, A Glass of Tanqueray to her inside. 2 lengths, Katie Hall, a length and a half, Mighty Sunny, then Go Simon Go. The early wicket further back is Rock Tonight. And Donna May, the last, in a lead time of 49.3. They sweep across the showgrounds turn, their first occasion for 2015 at Alexandra Park, and Thanks Shane and the Wizard Todd Mitchell. Lead a length and a half, Gintara's, Ventimiglia third and Park. Cyclone Emily is fourth and 3 back on the inside. Sir Henry Castleton 1-1 as Katie Hall comes forward. Mighty Sunny looked to come with it, but went into a gallop. A Glass of Tanqueray on the inside of La Maitre D. Then the early wicket, Rock Tonight, Go Simon Go, Donna May, and still galloping is Mighty Sunny. 33 and 2 is the opening quarter. Judge Ballon 1 to go. The Alex Barr and Eatery trot. Thanks Shane into his final circuit. A length, Katie Hall, Gintara's, Ventimiglia 1-1 cover for the final circuit. Then Cyclone Emily. There followed Sir Henry Castleton. A Glass of Tanqueray. To its outside then as they trot out to the 850 metre mark. La Maitre D, then Rock Tonight. There followed back in the field the early wicket and Go Simon Go. There our winning chances, 30 and 3 the second quarter. Thanks Shane. He's been in front practically every step of the way. Leads by a length over Katie Hall, Gintara's, Ventimiglia. Coming forward, Sir Henry Castle and then Cyclone Emily. La Maitre D looks to make ground out 3 wide. A Glass of Tanqueray the inside and Rock Tonight. Standing the leader, Thanks Shane, about 7 lengths as they turn off the back. Thanks Shane around to the 400 metres. The quarter down the back, posted in 30 seconds neat. Up on the outside, Katie Hall, Gintara's waiting the passing lane. Ventimiglia 1-1. Then Sir Henry Castleton, but they come for home. Thanks Shane, Katie Hall, Gintara's a major danger on the inside, about to get the passing lane. 3 lengths, Ventimiglia, as Katie Hall goes to Thanks Shane. Gintara's on the passing lane. Katie Hall, Gintara stretches out strongly on the passing lane, out and after Katie Hall. Katie Hall and Gintara's will edge clear in the latter stages. Gintara's in over Katie Hall. Rock Tonight is rocketed home. I think we'll just edge out Thanks Shane for third, then Ventimiglia. They were followed Cyclone Emily, Sir Henry Castleton, La Maitre D, Donna May, Go Simon Go back, Mighty Sunny, and A Glass of Tanqueray with the early wicket. 28 and 2 was the final quarter. The Alex Barr and Eatery trot over the 2200 metres after securing the perfect run in the trail. Richard Brosnan with the great success gelding, raced by wife Julia and RJ Magnus, Johnny Magnus. Through on the inside comes Gintara's, gets a well-deserved maiden victory tonight over a game Katie Hall. Rock Tonight flashes home and will just get third off Thanks Shane, and Ventimiglia will be the 5th over in the Alex Barr and Eatery trot to open the program, and Gintara's the first winner for 2015 at Alexandra Park.
Official placings, race 1, the Alex Barr and Eatery trot. 7, 3, 15, 1, 10, 12. 7, 3, 15, 1, 10, 12. Horse 7, Gintara's, trotted the 2200 metres from a stand. A 252.17. It's a mile rate of 25.9. Last 859.2. The 429.2. The margins are half neck. 5 3/4 lengths, a neck. 7, 3, 15, 1, 10, 12. Race 1, the Alex Barr and Eatery trot.
First call of the night goes the way of Gintaris from our judge Graham McLennan. Gintaris, a great success, 5-year-old Bay Gelding out of Lovely Amber, bred by Alabar New Zealand Limited, raced by Julia Brosnan along with Johnny Magnus. Good to see Johnny here tonight. And first photo on the wall for Gintaris at start number 6. Right, the siren has sounded, so just hold all tickets into the first. Stewards will let me know shortly as to what that inquiry is into. Auckland Trotting Club steward David Turner down there, part of the victory celebrations with Gintaris. Trained and driven at Ardmore by Richard Brosnan. 3 KD Hall, quite easy, 5-year-old Bay Gelding out of Cazzle Dazzle for TR Vince and Miss SL Wig. Tim Vince trained at Cumu, Brent Mangos. And 15 Rock Tonight, that's the one we're looking into, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the inquiry's into, looking into its gate as it crossed the line. Rock Tonight, number 15, the Sundon Chestnut 3-year-old gelding out of Rock and Ronda, raced by Mrs. NJ Hackett, Mrs. SM Cornwall, the Swift George Syndicate, and Ms. KT Smolak. Michelle Wallace and Bernie Hackett trained at Waiuku, Tony Hurley. So that's the information around the inquiry into the third placed 15 Rock Tonight. One thanks Shane, the Thanksgiving gelding for the Richardsons. Ronnie Richardson trained at Te Awamutu and Todd Mitchell 4th over. And 5th across Ventimiglia number 10. Totes in the
theme. You've got to be behind Mark Purdon and Natalie Rasmussen. It has been a pretty tough week for the family, and our thoughts certainly go out to the Purdon family. They've got this one here, Big Lucy, Mark Purdon and Natalie. Philippa Badlands Hanover second up was 4th at Addington to the talented Better Scoot. Went first up with Tim Williams doing the driving. Matt, we're back with you. First leg of the second quaddie.
$14,000 in climbing. Also, Mark, I went 8, 1, 10 and 7. 8, 1, 10 and 7. Going to be a good race. We've got a couple of smarties in here. 3 horses that could potentially go into age group races. Big Lucy drawn the 1, a 3-year-old filly. Rocker Band, a 3-year-old filly. And holding a Derby nomination drawn the second line is Brackenridge. And they're moving up now for the Doug Beattie Memorial. Last look at the quaddie pool, $14,277. Good luck to you if you're having a play here on this lovely Friday evening at the Waterloo Racecourse. Whether you're on track or at home, I hope the punting afternoon is going well for you as we build closer to our feature events here this afternoon. Favourite is going to close off as Rocker Band, $2.70. Precast Marlborough Mobile set to go. Green light. They're racing. 2 or 3 of these came out in a line. Big Lucy the first to hunt up. Going back on the inside there is Tattinger Rose, and She's Extreme out deeper. In the middle of those is She's Got It. Brackenridge finds himself 3 back on the inside, but about 7 lengths off the leader. Caught 3 wide as the favourite Rocker Band. Galloping there, Whoosh Factor down the side of the track. Scotland Justice got past it. So too did Steal a Grin. 4 lengths away then to Love Me 2 times. 2.5 to Fleeting Grin. A length and a half back then to Thunderbird Tara, and Whoosh Factor is last on the inside. It is Big Lucy out by 3 lengths on Tattinger Rose. On the outside, Rocker Band has moved forward to now race parked. Brackenridge is 3 back on the inside, and She's Extreme the 1-1. Coming through along the inside is Love Me 2 times, to be joined to the outer now by stablemate She's Got It. Scotland Justice and Whoosh Factor together as the pace backs off. A length and a half away next as they come to the judge with 1 to go is Steal a Grin. 2 to Fleeting Grin, and 2.5 lengths away then to Thunderbird Tara. Leader travels well. It is Big Lucy in the Brecon Farms colours. Natalie Rasmussen in the bike. Leads by 2 lengths on Tattinger Rose, who was able to work down and trail Big Lucy. On the outside, Rocker Band travels okay, parked. Brackenridge is 3 back on the inside from She's Extreme 1-1. It is around Love Me 2 times from She's Got It. The outer Whoosh Factor has now found himself 5 back on the inside from Scotland Justice. 2 to Steal a Grin. Going through on the inside is Fleeting Grin, and 3 lengths away last is Thunderbird Tara. Up to the point of the triangle they work now. And the leader as they go to the 1,000-metre mark is Big Lucy and travels extra. Leads 2 lengths now on Tattinger Rose. A half a length away third is Rocker Band. Down on the inside is Brackenridge. From She's Extreme a neck away. On the inside is Love Me 2 times from She's Got It. Whoosh Factor and Scotland Justice race together with Fleeting Grin, Steeler Grin and Thunderbird Tara the last three. It is Big Lucy rearing to go in front, a length and a half, make it two in front of Tattinger Rose. Rocker Band travels okay on the outside from Bracken Ridge. The inner speed starts to heat up. Then came She's Extreme on the outside. From the stablemates, Love Me Two Times, the inside of She's Got It. Followed then by Scotland Justice, Whoosh Factor, Steeler Grin, Fleeting Grin and Thunderbird Tara. It is Big Lucy leading by one length on Rocker Band. Tattinger Rose awaits for the Go Harness passing lane. It's Big Lucy in front though, Rocker Band the outside. Then came She's Extreme from down the outer. She's Got It. It is in front still a Big Lucy. Rocker Band the outer. Tattinger Rose out wider. She's Got It in Scotland Justice. Getting through. Tattinger Rose has made the lead. Rocker Band fights hard on the outside. Tattinger Rose, Rocker Band, and over the top of them is Bracken Ridge. I don't know. Bracken Ridge, out wide as She's Got It, Rocker Band and Tattinger Rose along the inside. Then came Big Lucy, followed by Whoosh Factor, Scotland Justice, Love Me Two Times, She's Extreme and Steeler Grin from Fleeting Grin, and Thunderbird Tara will be the last in. I don't know, that might be Bracken Ridge's game. Right through in the centre, he's made it very, very close. She's Got It was there. Rocker Band was still there. Big Lucy kept fighting. Tattinger Rose through on the inside. Gee, that's made it interesting. Where did Bracken Ridge come from? He followed Rocker Band through. There was no gap on the outside. Blair Orange has had to wait. He got the gap between Rocker Band and She's Got It. Scotland Justice is flying home. Rocker Band's still in front. They hit the line. Oh, that might be She's Got It. I reckon She's Got It as one race number 8 on the program, ahead of Bracken Ridge and maybe Rocker Band over for third. I'm just guessing that it may be going the way here of number 3, She's Got It. It'll get there by a nose. She's Got It. It'll be 3, 10 and 8. She's Got It has just got there in the hands of Maddie Purvis. Well-deserved win. This one raced by Grassy Meadows Farm. Robert Dunn does the training at Wood End Beach. What a perfectly timed run. That was a great race. Bracken Ridge came from nowhere. Rocker Band had to sit part and do the donkey work. Big Lucy led them up, travelled okay. Tattinger Rose on the inside. That is racing. That is what we like to see. A four-way go. She's Got It's poked the head out and has been...
Runners out on the track for the second. You join the 2015 Auckland Trotting Club Racing Syndicate Mobile Pace. Great way to get into this great sport of harness racing. Grab your friends and have fun together as owners. Auckland Trotting Club 2015 Syndicate. Don't miss the opportunity to be involved, but hurry, shares are limited. Own a piece of the action. The costs are shared. Avoid the risk and responsibility of sole ownership. Sit back, relax and enjoy the ride. The thrill, excitement, friendship and networking that comes from the Auckland Trotting Club Syndicates, and your chance to register your interest now with Rob Carr for the 2015 Syndicate on 021 227 6444 or rob.carr@extra.co.nz. One shot on Shirley, Todd Mitchell, 19 and 7. 2 Bubba Luba, David Butcher, 14 and $1.80. 3 Forever and Angel, Philip Butcher, 20 and $7.90. 4 Better Go Home, Stephen Argue, 94 and 50. 5 See the Ballerina, Tony Cameron, 12 and $2.50. 6 Start Dreaming, Zach Butcher, 241.30. 7 Joe's Dream, Sean Grayling, 11 and 4. 8 Memphis Miss and Ben Butcher, 45 and 26. 9 You and Me Babe, Tony Hurley, 5 and $1.40. 10 Kira Kid, Brent Mangos, 40 and 15. 11 Miss Daisy, John Dunn, 580, 190. Join the 2015 Auckland Trotting Club Racing Syndicate Mobile Pace. 8 minutes of betting time available. Good luck with your charge for the early quaddie.
Baxter, an $8 shot on final field. Paying markedly more on the tote is Ollie Baxter. Last couple of starts, look, haven't been great. Gets a better draw today. If you go back 3 starts, did actually finish second to behind Coolabah Blue, which has made the Group 1 final tonight. So number 1, Ollie Baxter, I didn't think was the worst here from the draw. Here's also the result from race number 8 at Marlborough. Harness number 3, She's Got It, $68.07.80. 10 Bracken Ridge 138, Rocker Band 160, the Quinella 114.30. The Trifecta has paid $700.50. First 4, 310, 8 and 2, $3,942.60. So well done if you managed to find the $68 winner there. Number 3, She's Got It. We're not too far away here from race number 4, and Mark Rosanowski, the money starts to come again here for the 3 Corborn Matty.
Elizabeth, that makes me feel slightly better. It was alarming when he was drifting, and as you say, there was money coming for the kennelmate Corborn Crazy. Now, the key to this is the start, and Corborn Matty is not the swiftest off the lids. He did use box 1 very well, 17.45, very good time. He's got a lot of class, this dog. I know he's stepping up in class. He was very good on Monday. He cannoned into a dog coming across the top. He did well to recover and run second. That can be his issue because he's not the cleanest of steppers here, but if they ran this in lanes, he'd be $1.02, I would say. Talk It Over, off box number 4. Last win was in Class 4 company back in August. He's just starting to knock on the door again. Waldo Baxter off box number 2's got a reasonably good record here, and he was unlucky last start on January the 7th, checked badly at the first bend, and Corborn Crazy are put in, although he hasn't won here. She hasn't won here in 14 starts. Ollie Baxter, another, who's looking for his first win here, and he's had 17 cracks. To the Traps race 4, Capital Paving Petone Class 2 Sprint. Ollie Baxter the inside, favourite Corborn Matty box 3, another Fantasy, the gold out in 7, Corborn Crazy. Second line, we've got Waldo Baxter, Talk It Over, Kiribati Girl, and Cosmic Rascal. $2 on the tote, Corborn Matty. Let's see how he jumps today off the 3. Here comes the bunny set. And racing, Corborn Matty came out okay, and he finds the lead. He'll be hard to beat from there. He puts a couple on them. Waldo Baxter's trying to come after him. Talk It Over is just beside that, followed back by Kiribati Girl. I think they're chasing a shadow. Back in the race here, we've got Corborn Crazy, Ollie Baxter as well, back as they swing the corner. Another Fantasy and Cosmic Rascal. Corborn Matty and easily from Talk It Over, Waldo Baxter. Next to go by then was Corborn Crazy. That'd be followed in by Kiribati Girl, another Fantasy. Last pair, Ollie Baxter, Cosmic Rascal. Picked the jump today, Corborn Matty. Should have run some time here. 17.35. 17.35 for this dog. 10.51 run home. He'll be competitive Class 5, providing he can step cleanly. He got out nicely today. The 1 and the 2 helped him by being slow. And he's booted to a very handy lead. It'll be a quick lead up here. Across the top, he put several links on them. Talk It Over ran to second. Waldo Baxter trying hard. Corborn Crazy best of the rest. The others are scattered. 3 3/4 lengths, the winning margin. By 2.5, by 2 1/4. Lead up time 6.84. 10.51 the closer, 17.35. Only one Wellington champion sprint heat, ran faster last week. Watched them from the head on. He quickly found the lead. The 1 the 2 helped him immensely. Talk It Over ran past Waldo Baxter. Corborn Crazy ran past a couple. Not a great deal happened in this race. Corborn Matty, a black dog by Collide out of Corborn Cathy. Stu Dickinson owns. Matt Roberts trains at Martin. Matt's second win tonight. Win 6 overall at start 13 for Corborn Matty. Elizabeth, that's the 4th race, number 5, due 6.47.
Thanks very much for that, Mark. Look, that's been a very quick time there, 17.35. I know that Mark won't say this himself either, but he's actually tipped the first 4 straight, so well done to you there with the tipping. 3, 4, 2 and 7 here in race number 4, and the favourite has delivered, number 3, Corborn Matty, and he's done it very impressively here. 3, 4, 2, 7. That result won't be too far away, and Mark will be back again before the 5th, and we'll be catching up with Karen Walsh, who trains Thrilling Georgia in the Group 1 tonight.
Good stuff, thanks for that, Liz, and it'll be interesting to hear what Karen has to say about her runner who will be drawn the 1 in tonight's Group 1 Wellington Cup. Matt Roberts has got a number of dogs in race number 5, the Upper Hutt Higher, 04 528 4473 Class 1, due at 6.47. That is the final leg of the early quaddie. 3.5 minutes away from this second at Alexandra Park. There was that inquiry into race number 1, but it was dismissed. It was into third. inquiry into third, but it was dismissed pretty quickly. Race number 2 tonight is the Join the 2015 ATC Racing Syndicate Mobile Pace, and the favourite is Start Dreaming, number 6, Zach Butcher. He's been crunched in the Streamline Drivers Challenge, and I'm sure Craig will be catching up. He will be catching up with Zach to hear about his drives tonight, including this one here, Start Dreaming. So, Craig, we better head back to you. Second event on the program, 2:30 for Start Dreaming on the tote.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Looking forward to the second tonight. It's the Join the 2015 ATC Racing Syndicate Mobile Pace, and this is a really good field of maidens going around here, Mark. 2 or 3 of these will go on to win races at very quick notice, and I think horses that run 4th, 5th and 6th, heading towards meetings like Cambridge next Friday night and the Park the following week, they're going to be very, very competitive. This is a very strong field. Quite keen on number 6, Start Dreaming, a lovely filly by American Ideal. Trialled up here on Saturday morning. Led them up in that trial and was dominant in the finish. Only went 2:47, but did it nicely. This one for Stud Home Bloodstock. Caught up with Zach Butcher. We're going to catch up with him prior to every race tonight. And this is what he had to say about runner number 6. Zach, first drive for you is Start Dreaming. First start from Barry's stable. Nice filly and seemed to work quite nicely on Saturday.
You know, last couple of trials have been very well, and she's hit the line pretty good, so comes into a handy maiden field tonight, and she'll probably need a bit of luck, but you know, we're pretty confident with her.
Yes, short and sharp. Start Dreaming, lovely filly. As I say, she trialled up at Franklin a couple of weeks ago, and I just like the way she ran to the line. Wasn't knocked around and gone on with the job since then. Trialled up well here on Saturday morning. So barrier 6, I thought may go forward from that draw. A bit of speed inside. A shard on Shirley can get out of the gate quite nicely, and so can see the ballerina. But lovely filly, Start Dreaming, and well worth following in her upcoming career. Miss Daisy, trained by Robert Dunn, coming out of a very strong field last start. This is what Robert had to say. Robert, first year runners going around tonight. Miss Daisy's coming out of a very hot field behind Democrat Party tonight. Goes back to maidens. Not a great draw, but she's racing well without a lot of luck.
Absolutely, Craig. Like the race in the fillies race, it was superb. Johnny drove for luck, and luck never went his way, because he thought afterwards if it had, he could have been third. She went super. She made a lot of ground. She was a long way back at the mile and a half, made ground right to the line. And as you said, the draw is really the catalyst to why I think I can't label her. If she had a draw on the front line, anywhere near 1 to 5, I would have had her as a sitter tonight, because she's going great, working good, but she's not quite as good in the second line. She doesn't like grit hitting her face. She'll probably lose a little bit of ground because of that and be a bit awkward to drive, but I think she's a good place chance.
We'll talk to Robert Dunn, Zach Butcher, prior to every race tonight. Other interviews as the night progresses. My numbers in race number 2, 6, 11, 9. 6, 11, 9 and 1. Start Dreaming. Note, passing of Margaret Purdon. That funeral will be held on Monday morning at the Christ Church, Coles Crescent, Papakura at 11 o'clock, Monday the 26th of January. That funeral at Christ Church, Coles Crescent, Papakura, 11 a.m. Monday morning. And our thoughts go out to Roy and the extended Purdon family. And Roy, if you're sitting back watching the races tonight, we are thinking of you. I understand Barry is with you tonight. And good luck with Start Dreaming. Number 2. As I head upstairs to Aaron White. Aaron, race number 2 tonight. Good field, plenty of form will come out of this race. First starter, a dominant favourite at around about $2.
Yeah, she is. I went 9, 1, 5 and 6, you and me, babe. That early gallop was costly at Ruakaka for the victory. She still did a good job after it to run second. I've got her on top, the Better's Delight filly. She was very good at Cambridge, fresh up to and behind Princess Arts when they ran a slick time down there. One shot on Shirley, did a nice job first up for the Wizard Todd Mitchell at Cambridge and behind Aliente. 5C, the ballerina, brings good Cambridge form to this. And 6, Start Dreaming, the debutante, certainly has to be in the mix as well. 9, 1, 5 and 6 with the behind the yellow bar arm for the second on the program. Join the 2015 ATC Racing Syndicate Mobile Pace. Those expressions of interest to rob.car at extra.co.nz or 021 227 6 444. Memphis Miss has galloped in the score up. She'll miss it by a good half a dozen lengths as the green light flashes on top of the mobile, and Start Dreaming and Joe's Dream the first two out from See the Ballerina, Shout on Shirley. Then Bubba Luba followed You and Me Babe as they pace on to the stables corner. Back in the field, Kira Kid to its outside, Forever an Angel. Back is Miss Daisy with Better Go Home, and after that gallop in the score up, Memphis Miss is 4 lengths last. 1800 to go, and the debutante and favourite by American Ideal, and her name is Start Dreaming in front. For Zach Butcher, a length and a half, Joe's Dreams dropped down to get the run in the trail. Then See the Ballerina, followed Shout on Shirley. Bubbalooba away from the markers to Sit Park. Kira Kid making ground on the inside of it. In the 1-1 is You and Me Babe, tracked up then by Forever an Angel. Back on the inside, Better Go Home as Forever an Angel starts a 3-wide bid. Then back in the field, Miss Daisy. Memphis Miss the last, 43 and 5 was the lead time. They sweep across the showgrounds turn, and they've got just on 1400 to run, and Start Dreaming leads a length and a half. Joe's Dream up on the outside is Forever an Angel. Bubbalooba's pacing roughly the centre as You and Me Babe got around her. Miss Daisy works into the race. Shout on Shirley, 4 back on the inside. Then Bubbalooba, she's back and balanced up in the centre. Back in the field, Kira Kid, got to go home. And back in the field then was Memphis Miss. The opening quarter, 32 and 4. Start Dreaming with You and Me Babe on the outside. Now Miss Daisy makes a line of 3. She'll get down to Parked on the stables corner. Back on the inside then. Joe's Dreams had a beautiful run in the trail. See the Ballerina tracks that through. Then Forever an Angel around Shout on Shirley. Bubbalooba's well back in the field with Better Go Home. Kira Kid second last, and Memphis Miss back at the tail. 29 and 6 the second quarter. Start Dreaming into the back, leads by a length over Miss Daisy. Joe's Dreams had that economical run in the trail for Sean Grayling. You and Me Babe beautifully situated, 1-1 for Hurley. See the Ballerina at stablemate, 3 back against the marker line. A length away then is Forever an Angel around Shout on Shirley. Then Bubbalooba, Better Go Home, Kira Kid, and Memphis Miss, 450 to go. This debutante travels nicely at the third quarter in 30.2. Start Dreaming a length. Miss Daisy, Joe's Dream, she's got something to offer. The favourite out of the trail. Then You and Me Babe and See the Ballerina, Forever an Angel, and Shout on Shirley. They swing and come for home. Start Dreaming a length. Miss Daisy, Joe's Dream passing lane. See the Ballerina running on. You and Me Babe down the outside. Start Dreaming though, she's got a very good kick in the locker. 50 to go, holding the advances of Joe's Dream. You and Me Babe and See the Ballerina to Start Dreaming too strong. I think You and Me Babe maybe just second front of Joe's Dream. It'll be a photo there, and between those was See the Ballerina, then Shout on Shirley, followed by Miss Daisy. Back in the field then was Forever an Angel. They were followed by Kira Kid, Better Go Home. Back in the field, Bubbalooba, and Memphis Miss to be the last one through. On a very sad night here at Alexandra Park, it's apt to see these colours go to get into the winner's circle. Start Dreaming, Zach Butcher will get home. You and Me Babe will just edge out Joe's Dream, and See the Ballerina between them there as well. But Start Dreaming, the American Ideal filly, she proves too strong on debut.
Official placings race 2 that joined the 2015 ATC Racing Syndicate Mobile Pace. 697 511 1. 697 511 1. Horse 6, Start Dreaming, paced the 2200 metres in 2:53.56. Mile rate 1:59.6. Last 857.9. The 427.6. The margins 2 1/4 lengths. A head, a half neck. 6.975, 11.1. Race 2. The Join the ATC 2015 Racing Syndicate Mobile Pace. Winner's time again 2:43.56.
Back at the head of the field, 6 Start Dreaming, raced by Studhome Bloodstock Limited, along with MB Jeffries. Back at the head of the field, American Ideal Bay, 3-year-old filly out of Simply Divine. Trained at Clevedon by Barry Purdon, and beautifully handled by Zach Butcher. Back into the winner's circle, greeted by Rob Carr down there, part of the Auckland Trotting Club syndicates, of course, our syndicate manager. And also in attendance, Auckland Trotting Club steward Roger Barnes. Start Dreaming, American Ideal, 3-year-old bay filly out of Simply Divine, bred by Studhome Bloodstock Limited and GF Gimlet. 2 strong on debut, nice win. 9 You and Me Babe, Better's Delight Bay, 3-year-old filly out of Viva La CC for the You and Me Babe syndicate. Tony Hurley, the trainer-driver from Papakura. And in for third was 7 Joe's Dream. Got to go collect the 3-year-old bay filly out of Mary Lynn Bromack for Mrs. L. Grayling, along with GJ Gooden, Mrs. J.A. Gooden, and Miss A.M. Kitty. Amanda Kitty trained at Pukekohe, and Sean Grayling. 6 Start Dreaming at $1.90 and $1.30, $1.90, $1.30. 9 You and Me Babe, $1.80, $1.80. And 7 Joe's Dream at $4.40, $4.40. Quinella $5.50, $5.50. Trifecta $75.50, $75.50. First 4, $315.90, $315.90.
And did score that double, Robbie Holmes, in the sulky today. So put 2 from 2 together. Winning form's good form. And down the bottom, Mossdale Connor off the 30. Showing about $5.70 on the tote, $5.70, $1.40. 1-2 back at Rangi Order over 2,600 metres and backed it up with a 4th at Invercargill. Just hit the line strongly at Ascot Park. That run in Invercargill was a good one. It was blocked for a run, was right at the back, and then finished off really nicely. Rick May again in the harnessed up today for Greg and Nina Hope. So Mossdale Connor off the 30, but if it can get a run at them late, just on the back of that last start, might be able to just whoosh on by. 6.10 and $1.40 currently in this market. So yeah, there's a few chances here. I think there's 4 or 5 that you really need to look at if you're going for a win bet. Each way, I thought Star of Dionysus still paying some nice place money there, the 2. And it's just in a shade there at $2.80. 2.5 minutes out from race number 9, meeting code 7 at Blenheim. Don't forget tonight too, $25,000 pick 6 up for grabs at Alexandra Park. That kicks off at 25 minutes past 8. 25 minutes past 8. So pick 6 punters can chime in at Alexandra Park. Right, we're just over 2 minutes out from a start here at Blenheim, and Matt Cross is our caller this afternoon, and I can say a very good afternoon and good evening to Matt Cross. Beautiful day, beautiful Friday evening, and the Peter Yillins Wines Cup Prelude Handicap Pace. This precedes the big one. Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you too, Ryan. Looking forward to working with you for the last 3 races we have, and 3 quality races too, with this upcoming race being the preceder to the big one on Sunday, the Cup. This one sponsored by Peter Yillins Wines, over 2,700 metres. Can't tell you, firstly, massive move here. Number 9, Mosdale Connor, opened at $8 this morning. $5.50 the bookies are offering now, option 709. And the way that horse just warmed up, if I was a punter, I'd be going to have 50 slides straight on it. $5.50, the 9, Mosdale Connor. They have absolutely smashed this, and the horse warmed up in superb condition. It just looks awesome, Mosdale Connor. Hard on the bit, the whole prelim. Ears pricked. I'd be pretty pleased if I was playing the 9 here. I didn't put it on top. I obviously didn't see the prelim when I was doing my selections, but I found the 6 back up. $2.90 and $1.30. I think the Purden Rasmussen factor will come into effect here. This horse is incredibly fit. Last raced on the 29th of December at Motu Karara in behind Magna. Had a hard run there. I think back to the all-weather circuit this afternoon. The four-year-old entire by Art Major will appreciate that. Natalie Rasmussen takes the drive. She's clearly one of our best female drivers, and she comes into this aboard the favourite. 2.10 bookies offering for you now, and speaking of bookies, into $5 now, the 9, Mosdale Connor. Number 3, Stradowan goes in for second. She's strung 3 seconds together. I can't see why she can't make it 4 here. She's drawn off the front. If she gets in a dogfight, that'll be no problem whatsoever to her. Terry and Glenn Schmiel are looking for 3 this afternoon. They've already won 2 with Ko-Fi Wiz and also Millwood Pink Lady, 2 very good winners earlier in the program. Number 8, Cyclone Kiwi, just with that turn of foot that he showed at his last start, the 4-year-old by Jeremy's Jet. He's a big fella, takes a wee bit to wind up, but when he does go, he goes and keeps going. I'm not sure that this track would suit him sitting well back and trying to come from last on the top of the bend. If he gets himself a little bit of a 3-wide slingshot, Cyclone Kiwi being off 20 metres, then it brings him right into the race. And number 2, Star of Dionysus. I don't think there's any reason why this horse can't keep making the step up. And the punters agree too. $11 and $2.80, shorter than horses like Dynamic Party and also Reclaws Supreme. And this one, Star of Dionysus, he's won 4 races pretty quickly, placed in his last 2, and Jimmy's turned him out in good condition, as you can see there on screen, the 2. Star of Dionysus. Respect around Graduate under 5, really good in the Nelson Cup and behind Johnny Fox, placed 6th on the first day there, as these runners will shortly be called in behind the barrier strand. I found them 6, 3, 8 and 2, but the money just keeps on coming now for Mosdale Connor, $4.60. As these runners are nearly being called forward for the running of the Peter Yillins Wines Cup Prelude, a handicap pace over 2,700 metres. $4.60 now, Mosdale Connor. Now into $4.50. The money just keeps coming. They just keep putting the money on. Number 9, Mosdale Connor. $4.30 and $1.50 the tote. The favourite backup now at $2.50 and $1.30. It's going to be an intriguing race. Backup's going to start the favourite in the All-Stars colours. The incredibly dominant dark blue with the light blue sleeves of Greg and Nina Hope will start off 30 metres with Mosdale Connor. Big move for him. He's won 10 from 37. You wouldn't want much better strike rate if you owned a horse like that. So they'll be called forward. Reclaw Supreme will come into barrier number 1 with Star of Dionysus. This precedes the running of the Cup on the second day. Back up, $2.40 and $1.30, $2.20 option 709. Stradowan, $8.32.10, $8 with the bookies. Mosdale Connor, $4.30, $1.50, $4.50 option 709. Starter Mr. Lamb for the 9th time today will have them at his mercy. This precedes our feature this afternoon, the Pelorus 4-year-old Classic. It's a Group 2 event with $40,000 to be run over 2,300 metres from the mobile. First 4 pool here, just building up over $6,000 for the running of race number 9 this afternoon. They're getting the call up. Off the front line here, Red Claw Supreme, Star of Dionysus, Stradowan, Rakabolt, Graduate Under Fire, 10 metres back up and Dynamic Party, 20 metres Cyclone Kiwi, 30 metres Mossdale Connor. So they're being called in.
Take your time on the front here. Come on, Robbie.
Front line, Red Claw Supreme, it swings in, strands fly, they're racing. Back up, just swung a little bit sideways at the start, but has paced away. Mossdale Connor is already right on his tail. Out wide of Dynamic Party was a wee bit slow and it's going back to last. Up front and going round to take over is Stradowan over Red Claw Supreme. And Terry Schmiel, he puts the gas on as they go past the first 200 metres and leads by 2 lengths on Red Claw Supreme. Star of Dionysus is 3 back on the inside from Rakabolt, settling 4th. 2 to Graduate Under Fire from back up, 2 to Mossdale Connor. 2 away next is Cyclone Kiwi and Dynamic Party is last. The field cover about 12 lengths first to last, and Stradowan is the leader and joined to the outside by Star of Dionysus. Terry's not overly keen to hand up here. He's going to now as Star of Dionysus works its way onto the lead. Over Stradowan. Red Claw Supreme is now running in 3rd spot from Rakabolt, 1 away from the inside. 3 lengths away next is Graduate Under Fire from back up. Mossdale Connor, Dynamic Party and Cyclone Kiwi last to the outer. Round to the straight entrance they come now, and Star of Dionysus starting off the front line has worked his way around and taking over. Leads a length and a half on Stradowan, now happy to trail. 3 back on the inside is Red Claw Supreme. Moving forward on the outer is Rakabolt. On its back, Graduate Under Fire. Dynamic Party sneaks through on the markers from back up in the running line. On his back is Mossdale Connor and in turn Cyclone Kiwi last. So they come past the crowd here at the Woodley Racecourse for the Peter Yellens Wine Cup Prelude. And the leader is Star of Dionysus, a lap out. A length and a half on Stradowan, and 3rd and parked as Rakabolt travels well too. Red Claw Supreme is 3 back on the inside from Graduate Under Fire. Then came the Hartnell colours. They're looking for 3 today. Dynamic Party is 4 back on the inside. Next is back up. A length and a half away next is Mossdale Connor, and Cyclone Kiwi is last. They cover 8 lengths first to last. They've completed 1 full lap. And the leader is Star of Dionysus with Jimmy Curtin, a length and a half on Stradowan. Half a length away 3rd is Rakabolt. Then came Red Claw Supreme down on the inside from Graduate Under Fire, who's enjoyed a great run in the 1-1. Dynamic Party on the inside of the favourite back up. He's about 6 lengths off the lead past the 1,000. 2 to Mossdale Connor, and 2 lengths away last is Cyclone Kiwi. They approach their way down the side of the track now. And the leader is Star of Dionysus by a length and a half. He hasn't been challenged in the lead here, Jimmy Curtin. Stradowan's in the trail, Rakabolt is 3rd, and back up starts a run 3 wide. Then came Red Claw Supreme from Graduate Under Fire. On the inside is Dynamic Party. Mossdale Connor is 2nd to last, and last of all is Cyclone Kiwi. It is still Star of Dionysus. 550 left to go, leads by 1 length on back up. 3rd and behind him, travelling well, is Stradowan. Then came Rakabolt on the inside. Red Claw Supreme starting a run, Cyclone Kiwi. Mossdale Connor on his back from Graduate Under Fire, and Dynamic Party. Heads turn in now, and the leader is Star of Dionysus. Leads a half a length to back up. Run coming now in the go harness passing lane for Stradowan. Out wide is Cyclone Kiwi and Mossdale Connor. It is back up going to the lead over Cyclone Kiwi, and on the inside Stradowan from Star of Dionysus. Here's Mossdale Connor leading down. Back up in front on the inside Stradowan and Star of Dionysus. Back up in front on the inside Stradowan. Back up. Back up beat Stradowan. 3rd over either Mossdale Connor or Star of Dionysus. Then came Red Claw Supreme, Dynamic Party. Next over Rakabolt, Graduate Under Fire and Cyclone Kiwi. Favourite punters home. Back up, I reckon, has just got there, number 6, in the hands of Natalie Rasmussen. At around the $2 quote. The 4-year-old entire by Art Major. He'll just get there, number 6. Back up. Taking out race number 9 on the program here this afternoon. Ryan, that's a pretty good win there. One here to go 3 wide down the back of the track. He's stuck on. He'll just get there. and race number 9.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Yeah, it was a good finish. 6 got it. 3, 2 and 9, not necessarily in that order for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Off to Wanganui. Good evening to Liz Whelan. We're 2.5 minutes out from race 5.
Good evening to you too, Ryan. Great to be working with you tonight. Number 4, Arcane Sabre. Some money has come for the dog. He opened at 250 into 220 final field, shooting for 4 wins in a row. One, Tari Zar. Look, I thought she was a bit unlucky last start at man number 2, second in behind Katamba. She's been doing things a wee bit wrong, but I think she's a huge chance here. 321.40 on final field. Has drifted up from $2.50 earlier on. And how's this for a bet? $5,500 bet on under 11.5 in the sum of rugs. So good luck to you if you are on that ticket. 2 minutes out here from race number 5. Later on, of course, we've got our Group 1 Wellington Cup. Karen Walsh has Thrilling Georgia in the race, and earlier on I did catch up with Karen. Karen, you've got Thrilling Georgia in the Group 1 tonight. Has she travelled down okay today?
Yes, she's travelled really well. She's a fairly experienced campaigner, so that wasn't really a hindrance to her.
That was a really good heat win last week. Did she sort of exceed expectations?
She did, yeah. She just come back from a fairly serious injury. At one stage, we didn't think she was ever racing again. So, to come out and have 2 starts back for 2 wins, we're really wrapped with her.
And what's her work been like during the week?
Yeah, she's had a fairly quiet week. She's just had 1 hit out up the straight, and she came out really well. So, everything's looking good so far.
She's got box 1 in the final tonight. Do you think that's going to suit her?
Yeah, definitely. That's the best place for her down on the rail. But there's a lot of early speed, so the first turn could be very interesting.
Where would you sort of like to see her settling in the race, ideally?
In front. in front out of trouble, definitely, because it is going to be a tough race.
Thanks for that, Karen, and all the best. Hopefully it's been worth the trip for you.
Thanks, Liz.
Well, before the heats, the bookies priced Thrilling Georgia up at $26. After the heats, for the final, $6. So you did well if you got the $26 for Thrilling Georgia, box 1 in the Group 1 Wellington Cup tonight. There on screen is the result from Marlborough. Harness number 6 back up pays $241.20. Number 3 Straight Almond $222. Star of Dionysus $280. Quinella pays $11.20. The Trifecta $83.30. First 4 6 3 2 and 9 $301.30. 30 seconds out here from the 5th, and Mark Rosanowski, big bet on the sum of rugs here.
Yeah, it's interesting, and just having a chat to Richard too at the sports desk. He's saying that particularly on the Central District's meetings, but others as well. Certainly the summer rugs going quite well. I went 4, 1, 6 and 7, so I come up with 11, so I come up with unders as well. But Corbin Alpha's certainly been a black booker 2 or 3 times, but she does seem to make her own trouble. But number 4, Arcane Sabre. Now, Matt Roberts is looking for 3 wins tonight, and so is Angela Turnbull. They both have 2 apiece so far. Matt's got the numbers with 4 and the favourite Arcane Sabre, and Angela Turnbull with a very good chance. Tari Zar off the inside. Arcane Sabre's only run here a 30-27 win, comfortable winner over Lagoon Mac, and has since won the Rich Cambridge Maiden, and then also at Manawa too. $1.30 favourite and winning very well by 7 1/4 from Opawa Jackie, who's a form runner. Tari Zar off the inside. Well, she steps up in distance today. Her first couple of runs in Australia at Bathurst were over the 520 metres. Did run 3rd in the first of those. Arcane Rampage is a bigger brother to Arcane Sabre. Doesn't quite have the same speed, but he's won his last 2 at Maidens. Corbin Alpha will run on. Wall Age, a winner here. 2 back and a pretty solid run on Wednesday for 3rd. Upper Heart higher, they're going forward. Nice field this. Bunny on its way to the box as we're about set to break. Racing Tari Zar stepped well. Nitro Mary was slow. Lagoon Mac gets out well. Arcane Rampage is in trouble. Arcane Sabre's in worse trouble. And Opawa Token's been flushed to the back. And Tari Zar's in front by 2 with the Lagoon Mac, the only one for company. About 6 lengths away the rest. Nitro Mary somehow recovered to be 3rd, but Wall Age goes past her. And they'll be followed then by Corbin Alpha starts to run on. Then we've got Opawa Token and Arcane Sabre. Arcane Rampage, they did each other in early. Up to the corner they come, and Tari Zar extends on Lagoon Mac further back to Wall Age, and running on is Corbin Alpha. Easy Tari Zar from Lagoon Mac, then Wall Age, and the next one in was Corbin Alpha. Gaps back the others, Nitro Mary, Arcane Sabre, Opawa Token, Arcane Rampage. Angela Turnbull the first to get 3 for the night. Tari Zar led off the inside, jumped beautifully. Nitro Mary was slow early tonight, having bolted to the lead in her maiden win here. And then the drama, really, the head-on shot will show us. But Arcane Sabre, Arcane Rampage, all over the top of each other. Opawa Token flash back towards the rear. Tari Zar wins easily. Lagoon Mac held down 2nd. Another good run, Wall Age, the 8, and then Corbin Alpha for 4th. So we go 1, 6, 8, and 7, 30-11. hiking. Run home 11.48 there. Get the other section was in a moment, 7 3/4 lengths by 1.5 lengths by 3 lengths. So 30.11 the winning time. And watch that first be in the trouble early. And it happened early too. Arcane Sabre, Arcane Rampage, Opawa Token, all in a great deal of strife. Just missed those early sectionals again. Winatari Zara, Red Fawn Bitch by Just the Best out of Midnight Drama. Colin Miller owns. Angela Turnbull trains at Folkestone. She's won 3 early. She's got Coolabah Blue in the feature a little later. Those early sectionals aren't coming up at the moment, Elizabeth, but you can get them on the dogs.co.nz. I think we're off to Alexandra Park.
Yeah, 1, 6 and 8 there in race number 5. Tarizar up to middle distance has been too good. Ryan will be back again before race 6 at 7:14.
Cheers, Liz. Thank you. Off back to the park for the first time in 2015. A beautiful evening. Craig DeWell-Thompson will come to you. The Sims Pacific Metals Handicap Trot. Now, favourite here is Al Bundy right down the bottom. The bad draw didn't seem to worry it last time out. Is it good enough again to come around this field?
Good enough to win, Ryan. The concern I've got, last time it was 2,700. Tonight it is only 2,200 metres and has to get round a big field, and I'm talking 15 runners here. So can he win? Absolutely. Is he a $2.40 shot? Probably not, because he's not the quickest beginner. And this race, as I say, is 2,200 metres with a few that can run off the front here. So deserves to be favourite, Al Bundy, on his last start performance. A very good one at that when running second behind Petite One. I marked them 12 at good money here at around about $10. Chubjorn, trained by Richard Brosney, trained and drove the winner of the first in Gintares. This one recently downgraded. Last start in a Class 3 to 5 race behind Mum's Pride here on the 31st of December. Drops back to a C1 trot now of 10 metres. What will you get with him is great manners. He trots all the way. He probably lacks a little bit of speed, but he makes up with it in good manners. Owned by Bernie Lim. Peter Ferguson takes the drive. I thought he's a good each-way bet. No certainty, but at around about $10, he's backable money. Horse number 12 on top for me. To beat Al Bundy, deserves to be favourite. As I say, he's getting better, his manners. Last 2 placings behind Mum's Pride and Petite One have been good. As I say, if it was 2,700 metres, I'd like him a lot more, but he will be competitive here. I thought the best value in the race, if you're looking for one at double figure odds, number 16, very persuasive. Watch this mare work here on Saturday morning. Began brilliantly off the handicap over the 2,200 metres to be in front and just run them into the ground. Jack McKinnon drove on Saturday. He drives again here tonight. Will be in the black helmet. That's her on screen at the moment, the mare by Pegasus Spur. Formerly trained in the South Island by the Williamsons, now with Michelle Wallace and Bernie Hackett. 16, very persuasive. Impressed me on Saturday. Certainly over the odds here and can run in the money with a good beginning. And best of the rest, the stablemate, number 2, Yogi Johnson. Owned by Ross Johnson and Janine Cole. This one by Majestic Sun out of Interbank. Got plenty of breeding beside its name. Hasn't been seen since the middle part of June. Tony Hurley, he takes to drive. The stable had a placing in the first with Rock tonight. I marked him 12 on top to beat 18, 16 and 2. Aaron White's numbers in race number 3 tonight, 18, 14, 12 and 2. Aaron White, a minute out from the Sims Pacific Metals Handicap Trot. Al Bundy's off a big mark tonight over 2,200 metres, but he was very good last start.
He certainly was. He's got a bright future, the son of great success, and that last start was in behind Petite One over the 2,700 metres. The key, manners. 2,200 metres, he's got to do everything right. Can't afford an early mistake because they will run along hard out in front in this, that's for sure, but on class, he's on top for me over the 14, Cyberspace. Very good winner at Cambridge when last produced over tonight's 2,200 metre trip. Joshua Dickey, no reason why the Muscles Yankee mare can't go back to back. I like Tourbillon as well. I think his last win was when he was also on a downgrade, or coming back into this sort of company. Of course, he took on Mum's Pride last time, beaten 8.5 lengths, and Paramount Queen prior to that, and Bone Chip prior to that. So when you think Bone Chip's going to be a chance in our feature trot later tonight, well, Tourbillon, when third behind Bone Chip, was only 2.5 lengths off him 3 starts ago. And the money is pretty good too at 9.30 and 2.60. 2 Yogi Johnson. Yep, certainly has to be in the mix on workout form. The Majestic Sun gelding Tony Herlihy for the Wallace Hackett team. 18, 14, 12 and 2 for me.
Thanks, Aaron. Through from the bookmakers, best back runner in race number 3 tonight is the favourite number 18, Al Bundy, and they got touched up in the previous. A lot of big bets landed on runner number 6, Start Dreaming. I think she opened up at around about 3.40 this morning. That a couple of significant bets, $2,000 and $3,000 bets, closed at around about $1.70. Runner number 6, Start Dreaming. And she was a winner and a dominant winner for Barry Purdon and Zach Butcher in race number 2. Favourite will start in the red colours with the blue sleeves of Graham Rogerson and Peter Blanchard. His name is Al Bundy. He'll start from the unruly 4 off the 10-metre handicap. Here's Aaron White's call on race number 3.
Thanks, Craig. And the Square Gators face up to starter Frank Phelan for the 3rd on the program tonight. Sims Pacific Metals handicap trot. And our favourite is Al Bundy. 2.30 and $1.50. David Butcher for Graham Rogerson and Peter Blanchard. We'll start from the unruly off 10 metres. Djokovic. What's he done? He's tried to charge through. Maybe put in a foot fault there, Djokovic. Breasting up onto the 10-metre tape. Backs back now for Luck Chin. Now we look about set. 2,200 metres, the barrier strands release and they're off. Now Al Bundy safely down and trotting, as to Djokovic in the early stages. In fact, they've all come away cleanly here. First out, Saffron Castleton over Amy's Invasion. Back on the inside, Hanover to Cash is driving through runners Makarewa Jake around Yogi Johnson. Out wider on the track, then My Mum's a Star and Djokovic is off stride at the back is Cyberspace. In midfield are both Tourbillon and Carwado Spur with Tacoca Breeze as they trot out to the 1,800 metres. Star Monarch behind those. Back in the field, Very Persuasive, It's Now or Never. And the last of the winning chances in the early rush as Carwado Spur goes for a gallop in front of it was Al Bundy, another galloper there too, up into the back straight. And that was Hanover to Cash. So 1,600 to go. The lead time in 47.9 and Amy's Invasion leads. Here's Djokovic though, coming up strongly on the outside for Luck Chin. Back on the inside, Saffron Castleton as they come off the back and sweep across the showgrounds turn. Then Makarewa Jake as Yogi Johnson goes for a gallop. Back on the inside then was Tacoca Breeze. There followed My Mum's a Star around Tourbillon. 3 lengths Star Monarch. Hanover to Cash is back with Very Persuasive, It's Now or Never, Al Bundy. Yogi Johnson 4 lengths detached. Further away then to Carwado Spur and Cyberspace. 30 and 5 the opening quarter of the Sims Pacific Metals trot. They work down to the Judge Bell and 1 to go. And Djokovic out in front by a length over Makarewa Jake. Amy's Invasion in the 1-1 Tacoca Breeze as they work the stables corner. Then Saffron Castleton 3 back on the inside of My Mum's a Star. Tourbillon 4 back on the inside. To its outside was Star Monarch. Back in the field then is Hanover to Cash and Very Persuasive. Al Bundy around It's Now or Never. And the last of the winning chances, Yogi Johnson, second quarter in 30.8. As serving it up to Djokovic is Makarewa Jake on the outside. They're followed by Tacoca Breeze and Amy's Invasion. 1-1 is My Mum's a Star. Saffron Castleton on the inside at the 600 as Makarewa Jake does clear Djokovic. Coming forward now is Very Persuasive and Al Bundy around Star Monarch. They're followed by Tourbillon. Back in the field, Hanover to Cash, It's Now or Never. And Yogi Johnson, 400 to go. The quarter down the back in 29.4. Makarewa Jake clears away by 5. Very Persuasive, Al Bundy. They start to charge into the race now. Then came My Mum's a Star, Tacoca Breeze and Star Monarch and Tourbillon homeward bound. Makarewa Jake, he's getting tired now. He's a length and a half. Al Bundy's coming strongly on the outside of Very Persuasive. 100 to go. Al Bundy brushes up, brushes by. Oh, here's a good horse in the making. Al Bundy cruises on down to the line. Al Bundy, big win. Very tight second between Makarewa Jake, Very Persuasive, then My Mum's a Star, Tourbillon. Further back was Amy's Invasion. They were followed Hanover to Cash and Djokovic. Further back in the field then was Star Monarch, It's Now or Never, Saffron Castleton, Tacoca Breeze, Cyberspace. Carwado Spur was back in the field, as too was Yogi Johnson. 248.6. We'll trim that up with the 10-metre handicap. Final quarter in 29.6. And Al Bundy, the son of great success, he'll pick up a performance incentive bonus tonight. A powerful trotting display. He's put them to bed easily. Al Bundy, has he got a big future? Second, very tight, Graham McLennan. He can sort that out for us between Makarova Jake and Very Persuasive. And in for a fourth was My Mum's a Star, number 6.
Official placings, race 3, the Sims Pacific Metals Handicap Trot. 18, 16, 4, 6, 12, 1. 18, 16, 4, 6, 12, 1. Horse 18, Al Bundy, trotted the 2200 metres from a stand in a handicap in a net time of 2:47.9. It's a mile rate of 22.8. Last 859.2. The 429.8. The margin's 5 lengths, a nose 5.5 lengths. 18, 16, 4, 6, 12, 1. Race 3, Sims Pacific Metals Handicap Trot.
Super victory for Al Bundy tonight. The performance incentive bonus struck as indicated by the fanfare. Raced by the Cormacs, AJ, TJ and BJ. Congratulations to you. Great success. Bay 5-year-old gelding out of Kelly Bundy. Win 3 at start 8. Bred by DV McGill and T.A. Hansen. Prepared at Tui Karamia by Graham Rogerson and Peter Blanchard. And expertly handled, as usual, by DJB, David Butcher. Auckland Trotting Club steward Gordon Robertson was down there part of the victory celebrations around Al Bundy. 16, Very Persuasive. Nice run. First look at Alexandra Park. Pegasus Spur 5-year-old Bay Mare out of Friendly Persuasion for Olympic Swiss Watches Limited. Michelle Wallace, Bernie Hackett trained at Waiuku, Jack McKinnon. And 4, Makarova Jake third. Sundon 5-year-old Bay Gelding out of Pride of Pomona. RA and TR Barron the owners. Tony Barron trained at Ardmore. And John Dunn. 18, Al Bundy returns, $2.20 and $1.50, $2.21.50. 16, Very Persuasive at $4.10, $4.10. And 4, Makarova Jake at $2.60, $2.60. Quinella, $20.10, $20.10. Trifecta, $190.90, $190.90. And the first 4, $2,165.60, $2,165.60. 6 and 18 in the double returns $6.80, $6.80. The 6 and 16 concession at $9.30, $9.30. And the opening treble on the program tonight, 7, 6, 18. $39.80, $39.80. Kids Karts action about to take place. The first of our 2 Kids Karts races. This one sponsored by Drill Force. Great supporters of the Kids Karts movement. Drill Force, the drilling specialists. 09 267 9100 for the Drill Force team there, and a big thanks to them too for their continued support of the youth of harness racing with the kids' karts. One is a scratching if you're working off your official race program. Snacky number 2 and Nate Delaney. 3 Axel Brittany Edwards. Sparky number 4 Shannon McEwen. 5 Dainty Amber Michelle. 6 Wheatbix Taitlin Hanara. 7 Georgie Boy. Sapphire Forsyth. Dole number 8 Harrison Darby. Gentle Ben number 9 Caitlin Vecox. As they're underway now, Cosmo and Caitlin Schneider. 11, Boris and Holly Noakes. 12 was a scratching. Rockethoko, number 13 for Linda Pringle. Cossack, number 14, Danny McFarlane. And 15, Pumpkin and Nathan Darby. So they are on their journey. And Snacky's made a clean beginning from the limit here for Nate Delaney out of the Franklin Kids Carts. Moving up there is Axel, Brittany Edwards also for Franklin. Up into third is Dole and Harrison Darby for Franklin. Breaking the field then to Sparky and Shannon McEwen for Cumu. Then Georgie Boy, Sapphire Forsyth for Cumu, making ground on the outside of Dainty and Amber Michelle. Amber comes out of the Franklin Kids Carts. They're followed by Gentle Ben and Caitlin Vecox for Cumu. Back in the field, Wheatbix and Taitlin Hanara Cumu. Then Cosmo and Caitlin Schneider also from the Franklin team. Further back in the field then was going to be Cossack and Danny McFarlane for Franklin. Followed by back in the field then was Boris and Holly Noakes for Franklin. And one of the last there, Rockethoko, Linda Pringle for Cumu. So trot down with about 100 left to go. And Axel comes up on the outside now and issues a strong challenge to Dole to its inside. They're followed by Sparky. And running home nicely is Georgie Boy. 50 left to go. A good battle ensuing here. Axel in front. Coming strongly. Sparky the inside. Look at Georgie Boy start to thunder home down the outside. It's Axel. Georgie Boy's going to get close. Axel holds on. Axel will get the win in the hands of Brittany Edwards. Georgie Boy down the outside. Sapphire Forsyth in for a second. They were followed by Sparky and Shannon McEwen. Further back in the field then we had Dole. They were followed by Cossack. Back in the field then was Cosmo. They were followed by Gentle Ben. Back with those was Dainty. They were followed by Snacky. Further back in the field then was Pumpkin. They were followed back by, as they've run on by, Wheatbix was back in the field, as too was Boris. And Rockethoko to be one of the last in the drill force. Kids Carts 400 metre scamper. And number 3, Axel. Brittany Edwards for Franklin will hold on. Hold off the late charge of Georgie Boy. Number 7 and Sapphire Forsyth for Cumu. And 4, Sparky. Shannon McEwen Cumu will be the third across. Second of the Kids Carts up after race 5.
and runs a bold race, fresh up, and Takawa over the top of them. He's one to watch out for. Stephen Doody trains him at Palmerston North. He could potentially be an open class horse in the making, Takawa. I know there's plenty of people with big raps on the horse by Betters Delighted of Hayland Express for KR and Mrs. S.D. Farrier. The running of the 2015 Polaris 4-year-old classic, a mobile pace to number 3, Isaiah.
It was number 3, Isaiah. Second place into 4, Tiger Tara. And third was 6, Takaha. Fourth place went to 1, Venus Serena. And fifth is 5, Chattanooga Choo Choo. 3, 4, 6, 1 and 5. The margins 1 1/4 lengths, a nose 3/4 of a length and 2 1/2 lengths. The time was 2:46.78. Mile rate to follow once again. The last 800 in 56.90 and the 400 in 28.25.
And we'll have that result for you as soon as it does become available. Meanwhile, we're less than 2 minutes away here from the 6th at the Wellington Greyhounds. This one is the Brent Cool Memorial Final for the C2 Sprinters. Number 5, Corborn Midget, is the favourite for Matt Roberts. Now, he's already having a great night, and Corborn Midget, she's just been flying lately, and I thought looked very hard to beat here on paper. Here is that result from Melbourne Harness. 3 Isaiah, 3 10 150, 4 Tiger Tara 180, number 6 Takawa no third dividend, Quinella 650, Trifecta 46 10, first 4 3 4 6 and 1, $47.10. And number 6 here is Hanafi Ace. He's won 3 of his last 4 races and finished second last down behind Smashed and Bro. Smashed and Bro, like, he can be such a frustrating greyhound to follow. I was paying $7.50 on final field. In the end, I did leave him out of my selections here. I went 5, 6, 1 and 7, and if you can believe it, there's been another big bet, $7,700 on over 14.5 in the Son of Rug. So good luck to you if you do have that bet. Mark Rosanowski, as we come up to you, I noticed that we've got exactly the same picks here in the 6th.
Indeed, Elizabeth, so I've probably got nothing to add. I guess the key for the punter going overs is Wellywood running in the first 3, and look, she clearly could. She's had 4 starts for Tom McCracken. She wears the blinkers out there. There's Hanafi Ace in shot. Gee, that dog, since he came over from Australia, he was unbeaten his first 3, but he's not quick off the lids. Even when he won here first up, he had box 1. He was last away, but he's a hard railer. That's his issue, and he jumped badly last week, and he still managed to find the rail, and he charged late. He only missed Smashed and Bro by a head, but the time was 18:03 compared to Corborn Midget 17:51. Now, she's won in 17:54 the start before. The key to her though, she has to have her own rules. She should beat out Hanafi Ace for speed. She should beat out Cosmic Choice, so she should be okay. But Homebush Limbo can jump and run from box 2. That would make life interesting when she gets crowded. Corborn Midget is not the same dog. She could be a real hit or miss here. I'm just expecting that she will hit tonight. She's certainly got the legs to win this. They just happen to be quite small, but she's got a high turnover. Hanafi Ace charged late. Was helped by a wee bit of trouble on the home bend, and just a question of what sort of a clean run he gets as to whether he could get near Corborn Midget, assuming she does set up the pace. Wellywood racing well. Runs for gas, always a place chance off the inside. Chased the Midget home last week. Brent Cool Memorial. Lovely bloke, taken from us way too early. Did a lot of years with John McInerney. Lovely family too, Brent. Cool. We remember him with this race each year. Blocked away, Brent Cool Memorial Final 2015. Corborn Midget the favourite off box number 5, and you want to see her first out. She's in the gold rug, around comes the bunny with set. Racing, Corborn Midget about third away and best out here. Homebush Limbo, Corborn Midget tries to get underneath, moving forward the outside. There would have been Wellywood, all badly checked. There would have been Corborn Bow getting back. Where's Hanafi Ace? It's well back in the pack, coming to the corner along with Smashed and Bro as they come up to the corner, and Corborn Midget's outwelled Homebush Limbo and screamed away. Dashing late was Runs for Gas. Corborn Midget wins it from, I think, Homebush Limbo, although Runs for Gas dived at it late to make it interesting. Then we had Cosmic Choice back in behind them. Gaps back the others. Hanafi Ace never got into it. There was a good deal of trouble in this race. Smashed and Bro caught plenty of that with Wellywood, Corborn Bow. Well, the Midget's done it. She gave punters a scare. She still clocked a 17:57. She was out in the midfield, but she did find her way across to the rail quickly, and she got underneath Homebush Limbo, and that was the key. There was trouble out wide for Wellywood and Hanafi Ace, among others. More trouble at the back. Corborn Bow copping a check with Smashed and Bro, and up front Midget doing her thing. I thought the two held for second visually, but I've been wrong once tonight, so we'll wait for that to go on the board. 17:57, lead up 6:97. And scampered home in a 10.60. And second number still not on the board. Still favour the 2. Runs for Gas did lunge at it late. though, and the outside dog, as with the earlier call, can often be a nose further forward or to half ahead than you think. Around that first bend, Wellywood got checked badly out of the race there, and Hanifier's trying to make up for lost time, just copped a bit of that, and I guess he's always going to have that trouble given the way that he races. It's second number still not up on the board here. Elizabeth Corborn Midget, a Black Bitch by Oaks Road out of Asterix. Stu Dickinson owns, Matt Roberts trains. We've said that before, we may say it again. It's 3 wins for Matt tonight. It's 3 wins for Angela Turnbull. They've shared up the first half of the card. Still that second number not on the board, and they're having a close look there, so I'll leave that with you, Elizabeth. It'll be through in a moment or two.
Yeah, particularly tight there for second, and the longer it takes, the more inclined you think it might almost be close to a dead heat. But number 5, Corborn Midget, the favourite, has been too good here. Congratulations to Matt Roberts and Stu Dickinson, and of course he has 2 big chances in the Wellington Cup. Later on, Corborn Midget makes it 3 wins in a row. Win number 6 at start number 10 today. In terms of what's finished in second, it is a dead heat. It's flashing up on the board, so dead heat for second between 1 and the 2. And then number 4, Cosmic Choice, has finished in 4th. So 5 dead heat between the 1 and the 2 there for second, and 4 has finished in 4th position. That result shouldn't be too far away. It was, of course, also the first leg of Triple Trio, so we'll have a Triple Trio update for you as soon as it does become available. It was $15,000 up for grabs tonight in the Triple Trio. The result doesn't seem to be quite through with us as of yet. Race number 7 gets underway at 7:44. We'll be back with you then, Ryan.
Cheers, Liz. Yep, thank you for that result. Just a bit sluggish with that dead heat coming in for second, so we will be patient and just wait for that result to trickle on, and we'll have a look at a market for our next race number 7. Unlucky that punter that's playing the summer rugs with some big punts tonight. In this race, it's under 12.5 $1.80, over 12.5 $1.90. Gee, the 8 just got spat out of it in the first turn there. That was super unlucky. Let's just look at this market. Quite a lot of action up the top. The favourite Grand Allegro has drawn 3. Maybe under's the way to go, the $1.80. That's the way the bookies have priced it up, 180 under 12.5, 190 for overs. So leaning towards unders. The 2 Lisa Hearn dogs have a wee bit of support in this one. Race number 7. Due to go, the BMP Engineering C3 at 7:44 p.m. And the option is 1,007 there for the sum of rugs under fixed odds other. NZ Greyhounds is where you'll find it. 5, 1 and 2. 5, 1 and 2 and 4 ran 4th. Corborn Midget $2.31. And Runs for Gas and Homebush Limbo dead heat for second, $2.30 and $4.40. 1-5 Quinn $3.80, the 2-5 Quinn $12.60. 5, 1 and 2 $79.10, 5, 2 and 1 $101.40. 5, 1, 2, 4 $417.50, 5, 2, 1, 4 $759.10. And the doubles, 1 and 5 $10.30, 1 and 1 concession $6.60, 1, 2 concession $20 even, in the triple 3, 1 and 5 $19.90. We'll take a short break, and on the back we'll go live to the park for race 4.
Welcome back to Alexandra Park. Prior to race number 4 tonight, the Auckland Cup and Northern Derby, Nom's Mobile Pace. It is the second of the maiden heats tonight, and of course the first was for the fillies and mares. We said that'd be a cracking race, taken out by the Barry Purdon trained Start Dreaming. They went 2:43. I reckon they'll go quicker. This is a super field. Headed up here by the favourite number 12, Little Rascal, trained by Robert Dunn. John Dunn takes the drive. There's a couple here that raced out of their grade last start. Here's one of them. He raced in a Class 1 field on New Year's Eve behind the Faithful. Only got beaten 2 lengths and was very, very unlucky. He comes back to maidens. Robert Dunn was his trainer. We caught up with him earlier in the night, and this is what he had to say. Robert, Little Rascal, he's dropping back from a C1 to a maiden. He raced out of his grade last start with a very handy race, and I thought a very good trial here on Saturday.
Yeah, both counts are right there. Craigie, his trial festival on Saturday was super, and it was pretty Harry's training. We thought he'd go really good. Dex come off the track in the C1 race on 31st and said he was certainly beaten. He should have won it. And we like this horse. He's sort of a quiet achiever. He's honest. He's a lovely horse to handle, and he's got a high turning gate speed, which he can't show tonight. But we know he's a nice horse, and I think that he's a good winning chance.
Robert's thoughts with stable runner Little Rascal. This one for Ian Dobson by Pan Pacific Flight. He trialled on Saturday. What can I tell you about the trial? Well, he trialled with one of the more favoured runners in Prince of Pops. He came from back on the fence. He rounded off his trial brilliantly to run down Prince of Pops, and I like the way the last 100 metres this bloke hit the line. Suggested to me that he's gone on with that race on New Year's Eve. He's paraded very well. I think he's a very good winning chance. I thought he's one of the better bets of the night, even from the second row. Race 4, number 12, Little Rascal, far better than a maiden. Main danger is 13, Prince of Pops. He is a 3-race winner. Of course, he won a couple at 2. His last start was also out of a maiden grade in a Class 1 behind Change Stride. A little bit outclassed there. Comes back to maidens. He trialled with Little Rascal on Saturday. This one owned by Scott Plant, Brenda Gain, WD Lightburn for the Telfer Garlic team. He's a good stay. Likes to be put in his races, and he's not scared to rough and tough it. Number 13, Prince of Pops. He's best driven that way, the son of Changeover. Give him a good chance. Likely speed, well, 7 Concord. Very good at Cambridge and very good last start, again out of his grade at Ruakaka. There's 3 horses in this race, all lined up in Class 1 races, coming back to maidens. Concord, they've changed the gear on him tonight. Stephen Reed will take the drive, chucked on the pull-up blinds on him. Suggests to me, just to sharpen him up, the son of Jeremy's Jet. Big bloke this, formerly trained by Todd McFarlane. For me, it's 12, 13 and 7. Best of the rest and the best value in the race, number 10, Sir Richie. This one trained by Frank Cooney, Tate Hopkins. David Butcher takes the drive. Nice type, one to follow. Good first 4 chance at big money. 12, 13, 7 and 10. Aaron's numbers 12, 13, 7 and 3. Zach Butcher takes the drive on runner number 11, Sky Art. This is what he had to say. Sky Art, first up for your stable tonight. What can you tell the punters about her?
He tried pretty good last Saturday. He probably just blew out on his run a wee bit, but they went 43, so pretty happy enough with him. Good last quarter in that. But today, probably need a little bit of luck. There's a few nice maidens in there, so see how we go. It's
a family that Barry obviously knows very well, and a welcome addition to the stable.
Yeah, he's definitely going to win a couple. Hopefully he keeps improving. He's probably still got a little bit of fat on him, and hopefully we can get that off him in the next couple of runs. And he'll do a handy enough job.
Yeah, he's paraded very well. He may benefit with tonight's run, but he's a horse to follow. Sky Art, by Art Major out of Sky Beauty. It is a family that Barry's had a lot of success with. I think he's one to mark down after tonight, and just to keep an eye on upcoming starts. He's at around about $29, runner number 11. What can I tell you of the rest? 8, Haston Bromac. Lovely big bloke. Had he drawn anywhere but barrier number 8, thought he was a nice chance, but he's going to need luck from there. This one by American Ideal out of Happy Dreamer. Tony Hurley, he trains and drives. Lovely type, qualified well at Cambridge. Just needs luck from barrier number 8. And, of course, Duke of Albany. Been backed and beaten a few times, including last start at Cambridge when went out a short price favourite. Brett Mangos takes the drive, comes into barrier 5, the son of Better's Delight. Aaron Waters, I come to you 30 seconds out from race number 4. I thought race 2 The first of the maiden races was a race. There'll be plenty of form coming out of it. Well, there's going to be a stack coming out of race number 4.
Certainly will be, and Little Rascal for Mine gets top billing. The Pan-Pacific Flight gelding, Ian Dobson the owner, Robert Dunn and John Dunn combining. Very good here on New Year's Eve in Behind the Faithful. Prior to that at Christmas Eve at Cambridge and behind Nevertheless. And then the early December meetings here was strong as well, Little Rascal. So he's on top for me, the 12 over 13 Prince of Pops, the 3-race winning 2-year-old, of course, coming back into maiden company here tonight after taking on the C1 and 2s last time and behind Change Stride, Scott Phelan. 7 Concord, yes, certainly has to be in the mix for what he's done. And 3, the Moonraker, I give that a chance here too. 12, 13, 7 and 3. Talking about horses coming back to maidens, Craig, would you believe it? 2 minutes after 1 in the morning, Follow the Stars will race in a CO at Melton worth $6,500, the 11-race winner.
Looking forward to seeing him after his very good performance last time at Cambridge. Aaron, best back runner in race number 4 is number 12, Little Rascal. They're coming for him. He's into 220 on the book. Bookmakers saying that they've taken a couple of significant win bets on him. At the $4 quote, he's into 220. He'll be in the green colours of Ian Dobson. John Dunn in the card. He'll start from 4 on the second row. Here's Aaron's call on race number 4.
With the paces in behind the yellow bar arm, working on to the lane. Northern Derby and Auckland Cup. Norm's mobile pace. Starter Frank Phelan activates the green light and they're off. Trial by Jury's out fast with Wimberley coming forward. Duke of Albany and Concord. There's plenty of good early pressure on, and 2.5 Tigers will saloon through and get the early trail here. Then Tullow. They're followed by Haston Bromax, found a good spot from his bad draw. Sir Richie to his inside. They're followed by Sky Art getting back with RJ Bopper, the Moonraker, Prince of Pops, and the favourite Little Rascal. Last 1,800 left to go. Trial by Jury into the back by a length over Duke of Albany. 2.5 Tigers secures the lovely run in the trail as Concord makes ground 3 wide. Wimberley currently 1-1. Back on the inside, Sir Richie from Tullow the outside. Then RJ Bopper. Back in the field, Haston Bromack. 2 lengths Sky Art. 3 lengths away Prince of Pops, the Moonraker. And back last is Little Rascal. Lead time in 42.9 as they come off the back and sweep across the showgrounds turn. Where Trial by Jury and the Wizard Todd Mitchell lead by 3/4 over Concord. 2.5 Tigers beautifully situated in the trail. 1-1 Duke of Albany. Sir Richie the debutant by Christian Cullen. 3 back on the inside of Wimberley. They're followed by RJ Bopper the inside of Tullow. 1.5 Haston Bromax. Sky Art. Prince of Pops as Little Rascal starts his claim from the back. And the Moonraker back last. 31 7 was the opening quarter of the last mile in the Auckland Cup and Northern Derby. Nom's pace, and they've got a circuit to go. Where Trial by Jury and Concord, they match motors into the final circuit over 2.5 Tigers, Duke of Albany. Sir Richie on the inside, to its outside Wimberley. Then RJ Bopper, to its outside was Tullow, as here's Prince of Pops coming forward with Sky Art. There followed Haston Bromack, the Moonraker. Little Rascal, he starts to come forward now on that 3 wide line. Second quarter, 30.7, and Prince of Pops goes bang right round the outside and finds the front here for Scotty Phelan over Trial by Jury and Concord. Sky Art 4th, but 3 wide, no cover. Then 2.5 Tigers. They're followed by Duke of Albany out wide. A Little Rascal, Wimberley the next. Haston Bromax out 3 wide and 5 lengths off the lead. 400 left to go. Then Sir Richie's got the shuffle up. Tullow's back in the field, and RJ Bopper 28 7 the quarter down the back. Prince of Pops and Concord. Little Rascal comes out 4 wide around Sky Art. Then Trial by Jury, Duke of Albany. 2.5 Tigers. Haston Bromack down the outside. Prince of Pops, though, goes for home by 3. On the outside, trying hard, is Concord. Then 2.5 Tigers. Haston Bromack down the outside, but Prince of Pops easily in the finish. Lovely Scotty Phelan drive. Second, Concord. Haston Bromack's one to follow out of the race. They were followed Trial by Jury and Little Rascal. And 2.5 Tigers with those. They were followed by Duke of Albany. Then came Sir Richie. Wimberley, Tullow back with RJ Bopper, the Moonraker, and Sky Art to be the last in 242.1. And the final quarter in 28.4. Scotty Phelan launched at the 900, had the lead at the 700, and from there it was pretty much game, set, and match. Prince of Pops gets his 4th victory tonight at start number 13 for the Telford Garlic team, the changeover gelding. Concord goes another big race. Haston Bromack will be third. Favourite will hold fourth here. Little Rascal just from trial by jury, and 2.5 Tigers. Auckland Cup and Derby nominations. Mobile Pace goes the way of Prince of Pops, number 13.
Official placings, race 4, the Auckland Cup and Northern Derby nominations, Mobile Pace. 13, 7, 8, 12, 1, 9. 13, 7, 8, 12, 1, 9. Horse 13, Prince of Pops, pace the 2200 metres in 2:42.18. It's a mile rate of 158.6. Last 856.7. The 428.4. The margins 1 3/4 lengths, 1 1/4 lengths, 1 1/4 lengths. 13, 7, 8, 12, 1, 9. Race 4, the Auckland Cup and Northern Derby nominations, Mobile Pace.
Lovely drive by Scotty Phelan. Gets the prize with Prince of Pops, top of the charts tonight. Race by Scotty Plant along with WD Lightbourne and Mrs. Brenda Gain. Change over 3-year-old Brown Gelding out of Slangivar for Plant Racing Limited and WD Lightbourne the breeders. Steve Telfer, Chris Garlick prepared at Papakura, and Scott Phelan back at the head of the field, greeted by Auckland Trotting Club steward David Turner down there, part of the victory celebrations. 7 Concord, Jeremy's Jet Bay, 4-year-old gelding out of Pacific Image, raced by PI and Mrs. PM Renwick along with SJ Reid. Stephen Reid, Simon McMullen trained at Pukekohe, Stephen Reid. And 8 Haston Bromack, nice debut appearance for the American Ideal 3-year-old bay gelding out of Happy Dreamer. Raced by PC Kelly, D.I. Donaldson, IPD Hope Johnston along with D.H. Walker and Mrs. S. Hurley, Tony Hurley, the trainer-driver out of Papakura. Prince of Pops will return $7.30 and $2.40, $7.30 and $2.40. 7 Concord at $1.90, $1.90, and 8 Haston Bromack, $3 even, $3. Quinella, $20 and 40 cents, $20.40. Trifecta, $199.50, $199.50. And the first 4, $423 and 10 cents, $423 and 10 cents.
Donegal, Jimmy, Dave. Might just be a sneaky bit of a roughie there, Sam Otley for Robert Dunn, number 8 here in the last. 1 minute out, we'll get to Maddie Cross. And Maddie, that was a super race, wasn't it? Race number 10, Isaiah. I just thought that credit had to be given there because it did burn a little bit early to get the lead from Venus Serena and a well-deserved victory.
Certainly was. Just shows the class of horse that they have to race against now. He's a Group 1 performed son of Art Major now, Isaiah. Does he go to the Chariots? Natalie suggesting on course that it'd be a race ideally suited to him. It'd be exciting to see if he does go over and see what he can do over there, Isaiah. That was a massive win, as you mentioned. He had to do a little bit of work early, surrendered the lead after being worked by Tiger Tara, and then to burst through on the inside like he did and cover some horses like Tiger Tara and Venus Serena, Group 1 winners in their own right, like he did. It was a massive performance, and yep, credit where credit's due. The Purden Rasmussen team, they're just on fire at the moment. You'd expect Tiger Tara and Venus Serena to both take a power of improvement out of that run. Venus Serena did a little bit of travel to get here. Tiger Tara was fresh up since Cup Week. Huge runs, huge runs. All in all, it's been a good day here this afternoon. Terry and Glenna Schmiel having a bit of a field day. The Hartnells, they've won a couple. They're moving up behind the gate here in the last. I went 4, 2, 1 and 7. Happy Heidi, really good last time. And behind El Raza, 155 mile rate they went there. Moving up behind the mobile for the last time. It's a 3-year-old and older C2 events. Favourite is Happy Heidi.
100 now.
Jerry Smell looking for another win. He's been very dominant so far today.
50 odd.
Precast Marlborough Mobile. Green lights. Digital Art has galloped. Digital Art galloped away. Donegal Jimmy Dave has galloped away also. Neither horse settling. Digital Art has now, but cost herself the best part of 10 lengths. Both runners settling about 12 off the lead. Going to the lead is One Over. Sped straight to the front and got away by 3 lengths on Take After Me. Albuquerque third to the outside. Around Dana Duke, Happy Heidi, 1 off. On its back is That's Better. In fact, All Delight sneaking up along the inside. That's Better is 3 wide. Betty Go Lightly down on the inside from Why Am I Better. Second to last of the bunch is That's Better, and on the outside is Franco Salisbury. About 5 or 6 away then to Digital Art, and Donegal Jimmy Dave is tailed right out. Albuquerque worked on to the lead, but Happy Heidi's going up to have a look now, and Graham Pearson happy to hand. So Happy Heidi's going to roll on to the lead and come to the judge. A lap of the track to go. Leads by a length and a half on Albuquerque. One Over is now third. All Delight parked fourth. She won't mind that. On the inside is Take After Me from Betty Go Lightly. Dana Duke follows it. 3 lengths away then to That's Better from Why Am I Better. On the inside, Franco Salisbury. About 5 away then to Digital Art. Forget Donegal Jimmy Dave. It is Happy Heidi, the last favourite for the day, working up the side. A length and a half on Albuquerque, travelling well on the trail. All Delight inches closer to the outside from One Over down on the inner. Betty Go Lightly is poised in the 1-1 with Take After Me, now buried fullback on the inside. From Dana Duke, the outer. A length and a half then to That's Better from Franco Salisbury, saving ground on the markers. Why Am I Better, the outside, and Digital Art last, the inner. Past the 1,000, there's 10 first to last, and he backs the tempo off. It is Happy Heidi leading a sulky's length, All Delight. 3 wide now comes Didjar on the outside, Dana Duke. Fourth now on the trail is Albuquerque. Betty Go Lightly is fifth. Why Am I Better, 3 wide on the move. One Over down on the inside, Franco Salisbury. He went from the fence to 3 wide. Then came That's Better from Take After Me, and Digital Art is last. Happy Heidi leads a half a length to Dana Duke. Albuquerque third. 3 wide is Why Am I Better. All Delight in the centre from Franco Salisbury out deeper. Then came One Over from Betty Go Lightly. That's Better. Take After Me, and shuffle back to last is Dana Digital Art. Round the turn they come, 400 metres out from home. It is Happy Heidi, full of running. Leads by a half a length on Dana Duke. Why Am I Better still there, 3 wide. All Delight awaits and out on the inside, Albuquerque. Out wider than is Franco Salisbury. The leader is Happy Heidi. Here's Albuquerque through on the inside. Out by to Dana Duke. All Delight's fighting hard. Then came Franco Salisbury right across the track. All Delight's in front. Dana Duke kicking hard. All Delight. This will be the most well-deserved win you'll see all summer. All Delight won at a half a length over Dana Duke. Third over Franco Salisbury. Then came through on the inside Take After Me. Followed next then by, in the centre, Digital Art from Happy Heidi Albuquerque. Why Am I Better? Betty Go Lightly. One over next to go by. Then came That's Better. And Donegal Jimmy Dave has just come up the straight now. Number 11, All Delight. The consistent mare by Better's Delight out of all glitz and glam for the All's Well Syndicate. That's a well-deserved win. Win number 5 at start 50 this afternoon. She's done a fantastic job. She's placed in her last 4 starts. She comes out here this afternoon. She gets due reward, the wee mare. She fought hard in the centre. They were right across the track with 200 to go. Dana Duke, an improved runner, to second. Franco Salisbury will be third from Take After Me. And Albuquerque. It's a super win from a super little horse, All Delight. She's been good to the All's Well Syndicate. Win number 5 at start 50 this afternoon. 18 placings. I'll bid you a very warm good afternoon from the Waterloo Raceway. It's been my pleasure to bring you the card here. Mark McNamara along on the Sunday. Until then, happy punting for the weekend. Ryan, I'll bid you good afternoon.
Thank you, Matt Cross. 11, 1, 6 and 2. The numbers in a good price in the last around All Delight. Result to follow shortly. Right, we're just a couple of races away from the big one coming out of Hattrick, the Group 1
finished 6th and behind Felia. You're going back to the 7th of November there, so she has been fresh and dark legerdemain lining up for Lisa Ahern. Prior to the big race, we will be hearing from Samler Zal, kennel representative for Lisa Ahern, around their chances in the Group 1 and then also later on in the sprint where they have 6 dogs in the sprint final. Less than a minute out here from race number 7, and Mark, I thought this was one of the toughest races of the night.
I'm with you on that, Elizabeth, without any question. Just a note on the Thrilling Georgia money. I understand no large bets as such, but certainly a lot more bets coming for Thrilling Georgia than any other runner at this stage. And punters, just note too that we've just got a 20-minute turnaround between this race and the Cup, so don't go far. We'll be straight into our preview pretty much. Wellington Cup final coming up at 8:04, so it's a tight turnaround between this and the next. Numbers were 3, 2, 1, 4. I thought Grand Allegro was actually backable at the money. He's not electric off the lids, but he's only been beaten once here in 6. Once he gets going, his 34-kilogram frame can get along. His defeat came at the paws of Corborn Midget. Now, he was beaten nearly 9 lengths and she clocked a good time. But the thing about that was he was trying to extricate himself from a squabble out of box number 6, and he did so to run third. 4th at Manawatu on Monday. He is certainly better here. There's no question about that. All his wins have been here on the track thus far as they move up behind the boxes. Legerdemain, good to see her back and from a suitable draw. Corborn Tomcat slow out from box 1, but he can run into it. And good luck to Lenny Mack. Up a kilo, but he has one at a heavier body weight. Quickly forward, B&P Engineering Class 3, 305 metres. Grand Allegro, right into 220. Tote money late, all for Grand Allegro off box 3. Here comes the bunny, set. Racing, Grand Allegro was slow. Legerdemain straight to the lead, and Heidi gets up nicely. Corborn Tomcat's getting handy enough, and they'll be followed by Acapella going forward the outside. Spot on Maggie's back in the pack. Lenny Mack is running through on the inside. Grand Allegro just ahead of that. Further back in the race, Heidi slipped back with Homebush Tiare. Up they come, Corborn Tomcat. Loops Legerdemain, Corborn Tomcat, Legerdemain. Then we had Acapella into third, a nice run. Followed across by Grand Allegro and Lenny Mack back with that, and further back to Heidi. Spot on Maggie was well back when they crossed. With Heidi, if I didn't mention it. Homebush Tiare is probably the one I missed. Well, Corborn Tomcat, he got handier than normal today for Nathan Udy. A guest on the show earlier with Elizabeth, 1765. He did speak favourably about the dog. He is a slow trapper, but he actually hopped off not too badly for him today. At this point here, you'd certainly take shorter odds than what was being offered with Legerdemain in front, but Corborn Tomcat winding up quickly. Acapella was third early. Grand Allegro stood and watched them go early. Back and behind them to Lenny Mack. Corborn Tomcat too strong in the straight. Over the top of Legerdemain. Acapella third and Grand Allegro home fourth. 1 1/4 lengths by 1 1/2 lengths by 1 length. 6:92 has been the lead-up time. And the run home 10.73 for that overall 17.65. And numbers 1, 2, 7 and 3. So we watch them go to that first bend. Corborn Tomcat getting into a really nice spot. Owned and trained by Nathan Udy locally at Wanganui. This dog hasn't won in an age. Hasn't won since it came north to the Central Districts, and Nathan Udy's had it for a bunch of starts now. And Elizabeth delivers today. First win at start number 11 on the track.
Yeah, and he's paid really good money, has number 1 Corborn Tomcat for Nathan Udy. Look, I was starting to worry. I was jinxing the trainers that I'd interviewed tonight, so I'm very pleased that Corborn Tomcat has gone up to score win 8 at start number 44 and takes out the second leg of a triple trio. 1, 2 and 7 will be the numbers that you need on your triple trio ticket to get through to the third leg. Number 2 Legerdemain showed very good box speed, very good fresh run by her, and number 7 Acapella has finished in third position. 1, 2, 7, 3 there in race number 7. And Ryan will be back again before our feature, the Wellington Cup, set to go at 4 minutes past 8.
Beautiful, can't wait, Liz. Group 1 time there at Hattrick Raceway as the big Wellington Cup weekend is underway. Right, we're back to the park for race number 5 next to kick off a treble here on TAB Trackside 1. And we'll get to Craig Thompson, the Gotta Go Cullen Young Gun Series mobile pace. Craig, 3 chances here clearly in single figures. Only one of them's been to the races before. Killer Queen, Neck Time and Gamma Lady. Now tell us for the punters out there that don't have a lot of form in front of them, what is it about these runners in single figures that the punters are liking?
Well, Ryan, a couple of them came here on Saturday and trialled. One of them in particular I was very impressed with. It's drawn the worst of the 3 favoured runners, and Gamma Lady Gee, she was good, Ryan. She had to sit 3 wide for the last lap, and she outstayed a majority of these runners that are in this field. It was a really good trial. This one owned by Rosalind Studd, trained by Bunty Hughes. He's got some good horses in his stable. Of course, we talk about Huey Green, the Orange Agent. I'm not thinking this filly's up to them as yet, but she impressed me on Saturday. She's out of mar here, lady. To the second row is not a bad draw here, Ryan. She follows out Killer Queen, so I put her on top. You're talking about the other two that are in single figures. Killer Queen only ran 8th on debut, but she ran a last mile 1:58 and home in 56.4. That's pretty quick for a 2-year-old filly. She was taking on the Colts. Had a gallop off the gate and beat a few home when running midfield behind Lazarus last start. What I can tell you, she's been to the workout since and trialled up nicely. Got a good draw tonight, barrier number 2, so stay with her. Quite like her. And Neck Time, she's your favourite on the book at the moment, number 4. She's up from the South Island with Glennis and Terry Schmiel. This one's a filly by Gotta Go Cullen. She went 2 minutes at Ashburton at the trials the other day. Now, you might think 2 minutes is pretty quick, but Ashburton's a pretty quick track. So she's got barrier 3 to contend with here. Brett Mangos takes the drive. So they are your 3 favourite runners, and I've marked them that way. 10, 2 and 4 for me. Best of the rest, runner number 1. Are You Ready Girl? Showed a bit of gate speed here on Saturday morning. I think barrier 1, she'll probably lead then trail. She's going to get a nice run from there, so definitely include number 1. Barry Purdon has runner number 11, Ideal Eagle, in here. Zach Butcher takes the drive, and this is what he had to say. Zach, Ideal Eagle, first starter, nicely bred, but awkward draw from the second row.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward. You never know how these two-year-old races are going to go. So, look at her first run and go off that. But, if they go hard up front, she should be finishing strong.
Zach's thoughts on runner number 11, Ideal Eagle. The horse on screen at the moment, you might recognise those colours, the purple with the white stars. Harvey Kaplan's colours, of course. Horses like Bling It On, Baby Bling. Very famous colours in Australia. This, Harvey owns this one, along with Mrs. S.M. Kaplan. Lovely filly, this. Really impressed me a couple of times, Vinland at the trials. Got brilliant gate speed, but she's negated that by the second row draw here. 1 to follow, 9 Vinland. If Todd Mitchell stays in front, the 9 horse will be in the money on the way that she's worked. But if Todd hands, and I'm probably thinking more than likely he will, that'll put her 3 back on the fence. But she's the best roughie in the race, and I'm talking rough. 31 and 5. Lovely filly, just a natural. Talked to Logan Hollis just off camera. Said could be the best horse he's had in quite some time, Vinland. So if you like roughies, runner number 9, make sure you're bang that in your first 4 here. For me, I settle on 10, Gamma Lady, to beat 2, Killer Queen, 4, Neck Time, and runners 1 and 9 if you're wanting first 4s in race number 5. Aaron White's marked them for the Southerner to beat 10, 2 and 9. 4, 10, 2 and 9 for Aaron White. Through from the sports desk, the racing desk. Best back runner, and gee, there's significant bets here. 2,500 a win, 7,500 a place on runner number 10, Gamma Lady. 2.5 over 7.5. $10,000 bet, runner number 10. And 2,500 on runner number 2, Killer Queen. Those are your best back runners. That's where the money is going in race number 5 tonight. The Gotta Go Cullen Young Gun Series mobile pace over the 1,700 metres. 3 points, Tony Herlihy. 3 points, Zach Butcher, leader on the Drivers' Challenge at the moment. And through from the sports desk, Zach Butcher was backed late again from that $3 quote when the Drivers' Challenge closed after race number 3 tonight. Aaron White, as I come to you, it's always an exciting time of the year when the 2-year-old fillies step out. Of course, we've seen the Colts, the fillies, the Gotta Go Cullen Young Gun Series. It's a real good concept and a good stake too of $25,000.
Yeah, you did right there, and I'm with the Southerner here. Neck Time, the Gotta Go Collect filly. She's paraded beautifully. She trialled up nicely down at Ashburton for Terry and Glennis Schmiel. Brent Mangos to do the driving, comes into barrier 3. She's going to be a big threat from that draw. And $2.40, $1.60. She is the favourite over the 10. That being Gamma Lady, beat most of these at the workouts last weekend. Plenty to like about what she's done on the trial tracks. Joshua Dickey for Bunty Hughes. Killer Queen, well, she carried good support on debut when she galloped early. Simon Lawson for Ray Green. And 9, Vinland. Yes, I'm going to have that in the mix. I thought she was very good when runner-up and behind Jet Set Star back in a trial at Pukekohe. That was back on the 10th of January. Philip Butcher for Logan Hollis and Shane Robertson. So 4, 10, 2 and 9 for me.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Good field, race number 5 tonight. Pick 6 will start race number 6 tonight. I actually sponsored that race, the Wales Hotline Mobile Pace. That'll be race number 6. First leg of tonight's Pick 6, $25,000. Make sure you get involved. You've got a half an hour to the first leg of tonight's Pick 6, starting race number 6. But they're in behind the gate for race number 5. The 2-year-old fillies. The favourite will start from barrier number 3 in the pink colours with the blue sash. Her name is Necktie. Here's Aaron White's call on the 2.
Thank you, Craig. And they work up into the back for the first heat of the Gotta Go Cullen Young Gun Series for the fillies. Set and ready. And green light there as it flashed. Are you ready, girl? Galloped out of barrier 1. Vinland has been hampered off the second row here, is going to the lead. Necktie from Girls Are Better. Killer Queen will drop to get the trail, and Ideal Eagle's got a lovely run through from the second line, as to Gamma Lady. Back in the field, Lickle around Machine Guns and Gems. Back in the field, Real Cyclone as they work the showgrounds turn, their first occasion. Vinland is back in the field after being hampered early, and Are You Ready, Girl? After that early gallop, no chance. 6.2 the run out of the machine, and the opening quarter of the Gotta Go Cullen Young Gun Series for the fillies is 30.8. Necktie leads from Killer Queen. Lickle coming forward up on the outside. Back on the inside then to Girls Are Better, and the 1-1 is Ideal Eagle. That's been tracked up by Gamma Lady. 2 lengths away in the field, Real Cyclone around Machine Guns and Gems as they work the stables corner, their one and only time, and Vinland is back last. 900 metres left to go. Necktie, the Gotta Go Collect filly, will lead them out to the 800 metre mark by a length over Lickle. The second quarter in 30.3. In the trail is Killer Queen. 1-1 Ideal Eagle, and Girls Are Better races 3 back on the inside of its stablemate Gamma Lady. 2 lengths away in the field, Real Cyclone, then Vinland around Machine Guns and Gems, and out of the contest, Are You Ready, Girl? 500 to go. Necktie paces beautifully in front for Mangos by a length. Lickle. Ideal Eagle springs out of the 1-1. Killer Queen waiting the passing lane. Gamma Lady's working into it now. Then Girls Are Better and Real Cyclone. The third quarter in 29.8. Necktie to the corner. On the outside, Lickle. Ideal Eagle up 3 wide on these. Killer Queen still waits the passing lane as Gamma Lady comes wider. Then Girls Are Better. Necktie for home. Killer Queen passing lane, and Gamma Lady lets down strongly. It's Necktie. Gamma Lady though gathers her up quickly, and Gamma Lady on debut, the Mark III filly, draws away nicely to beat Necktie. Third in Killer Queen. They were followed Girls Are Better, Lickle, Ideal Eagle. Back in the field, Real Cyclone, Vinland. Just put a line through that run tonight after being severely hampered out of the machine. Back in the field, Machine Guns and Gems. And Are You Ready, Girl? To be the last 28, the final quarter. 2:05.3 was the time. Gamma Lady, she's got all the breeding in the world. The Mark III filly out of Mahia Lady for Roslyn Stud, Bunty Hughes and Joshua Dickey. Oh, she's let down attractively in the home straight too, Gamma Lady. Plenty to like about this debut victory. Necktie, gallant in defeat, the Southern filly, and Killer Queen had every opportunity in for third. Girls Are Better has found the line nicely to run fourth. Gotta Go Cullen Young Guns Series for the fillies. Heat number 1, nicely to number 10, Gamma Lady.
Official placings, race 5, the Gotta Go Cullen Young Gun Series Mobile Pace. 10, 4, 2, 5, 11, 8. 10, 4, 2, 5, 11, 8. Horse 10, Gamma Lady, paced the 1700 metres on debut in 2:05.39. 1:58.6 is the mile rate. Last 857.8. The 428. The margins 1 length, 2 1/4 lengths, 1 1/2 lengths. 10, 4, 2, 5, 11, 8. All official race 5. The Gotta Go Cullen Young Gun Series mobile pace.
Strong victory by Gamma Lady on debut. Will come back at the head of the field. Raced by Breeders Roslyn Stud Limited. Mark 3 filly out of Mahia Lady. Brian Bunty Hughes, the trainer out of Ardmore. And Joshua Dickey back at the head of the field. Too strong here, Gamma Lady. Of course, Roslyn Stud's proprietor, our president, Kerry Hoggard, and wife Marilyn Hoggard down there. Congratulations to you. Nice win with Gamma Lady first up. Lynn Dobson down there, part of the victory celebrations for Gotta Go Cullen, who stands, of course, at Neverly Stud, neverlystud.co.nz. And Auckland Trotting Club steward Gordon Robertson down there, part of the victory celebrations after a very nice debut victory for Gamma Lady. For Nick Time, Gotta Go Collect Bay, 2-year-old filly at a Braithwaite for RS and Mrs. SF Simon. Terry and Glennis Schmiel trained at Leaston, Brent Mangos, and 2 Killer Queen for third. Rock and Roll Heaven Black, 2-year-old filly at a Party Girl Becky. For Lincoln Farms Limited, D. James, MJ Brereton, KJ Bell, S. Beckett, IA Middleton, JR Dias, and BP Rabbit. Ray Green trained at Pukekohe. Simon Lawson, Gamma Lady, $3 even and $1.30, $3 and $1.30. For Nick Time, returns $1.50, $1.50, and 2 Killer Queen at $1.60, $1.60. Quinella, $3, Trifecta, $24 even, $24. The first 4, $155.70, $155.70. 13 and 10. In the double at $17.50, $17.50. 13 and 4, the concession at $4.30, $4.30. And the early quaddie, 6, 18, 13 and 10, $97.70. $97.70 for the early quaddie, 6, 18, 13 and 10. Kids Karts Race 2 on the program tonight, again with the scratchings of the 1 and the 12. Apache Warrior and Jaffa are the defections, so again Snacky and Nate Delaney. Axel, Brittany Edwards, Sparky, Shannon McEwen, Dainty and Amber Michelle, Wheatbix, Taitlin Hanara. Georgie Boy, Sapphire Forsyth, Dole and Harrison Darby, Gentle Ben, Caitlin Vecox, Cosmo, Caitlin Schneider, Boris and Holly Noakes, Rokathoko, Linda Pringle, Cossack and Danny McFarlane, Pumpkin and Nathan Darby. And again brought to us by Drill Force tonight, the drilling specialists, and 09. 267 9100 is the number there. The runner's about to come up now for the Kids Karts Race 2. About to be sent on their journey here. Snacky off the limits. Starter Frank Phelan sends them on their journey. And Snacky's out fast. Dole safely on the journey here. Up on the outside then was Axel. Will settle down in third. They're followed by Sparky the next. Followed by Dainty. Back in the field then was Georgie Boy. They're followed by Gentle Ben. Back in the field then was Wheatbix as they settle down into stride. Back in the field is Rokathoko. Getting around that was Cosmo. They're followed then by Boris. Back in the field was Pumpkin. And Cossack looking to make ground around Pumpkin. Coming onto the corner though and through to lead now. As they come onto the corner here was Dole and Harrison Darby for the Franklin Kids Karts from Snacky and Nate Delaney, and making ground on the inside was Sparky and Shannon McEwen, and also there is Axel and Brittany Edwards. Looking to run on down the outside is Dainty and Amber Michelle. Further back in the field then Georgie Boy and Sapphire Forsyth. They're followed then by Gentle Ben and Caitlin Vecox. Further away away in the field was Wheatbix and Taitlin Hinara. Looking to work home was Cossack and Danny McFarlane. Rockethoko well back for Linda Pringle. They're followed then by Cosmo, Caitlin Schneider. Boris is back with Holly Noakes and back with those Pumpkin and Nathan Darby. 75 to go. It's Harrison Darby though in front with Dole and draws away nicely does Dole. Again Georgie Boy looks to run home strongly with Sparky back on the inside, but it's all Dole, and Dole down to the line will get the job done nicely for Harrison Darby. Second Georgie Boy for Sapphire Forsyth, and they were followed by Sparky and Shannon McEwen. Cossack making up good ground for fourth. They were followed by Gentle Ben. Further back in the field was Dainty. Rockethoko's worked home nicely. They were followed by Axel. Further away was Pumpkin. They were followed by Wheatbix. Further back was Cosmo. Back with that was Boris, and last in was Snacky. Drill Force Kids Carts, race number 2. And Dole number 8 and Harrison Darby has trotted out the 400 metres in good fashion to secure the second of our Kids Carts action tonight to beat out 7 Georgie Boy. Again hitting the line strongly. We'll pick up 2 bouquets tonight. Whereas 2 runner-up placings, Sapphire Forsyth out of Cumu and Sparky for third, Shannon McEwen also from the Cumu Kids Carts. For third in the Drill Force Kids Carts, a novelty graduation race, and 8, 7 and 4 with the Dole. Harrison Darby from the Franklin Kids Carts proving too strong in the second and final of the Kids Carts action tonight.
Third, or do we get last week's 30.02? I'm not sure. I just kept him safe. Elizabeth went 7, 2, 1 and 8, and I think your numbers are close enough to that too.
Yes, I went 7, 1, 2 and 5 here, Mark, so very similar. I think that Lonesome Nitro will be the one to beat. 4:50 final field. I'll take it back up to you now for your call in the Group 1.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Yes, they're actually a minute over start time here, so we are holding. And we're getting the all clear through now from Judge Jack Cooper. To the boxes, Wellington Cup final, Group 1. Thrilling Georgia to step forward the inside. Coolabah Blue has Greg for Varga Frost out in 7, Lonesome Nitro. Thrilling Georgia, tote favourite, 380. Shortens with the bookies, $4 outright favourite with the bookies as well. Favourite is the 1, Thrilling Georgia. Here's the second line. Winsome Jenny, Class 1 dog. Really clever, the blue, Mammy Brown, the green, can she lead? Corborn Brick, the outside, fastest heat winner. Here comes the bunny, here comes the Wellington Cup, we're set. And racing, Thrilling Georgia jump beautifully the inside. Really clever gets out fast, and so too does Mammy Brown. Lonesome Nitro's got back here with Corborn Brick as they go to the first corner. Corborn Brick's in a touch of strife and getting right back to last. There is Varga Froster. Into the back they go, and Thrilling Georgia is in front the outside. Winsome Jenny cruises up the outside. 4 lengths away then to Really Clever. They'll be followed through by Coolabah Blue. Back and behind these runners, the Lonesome Nitro can't do it. Varga Froster's further back, the last pair here. Corborn Brick and Mammy Brown up to the corner they come. It's Winsome Jenny in front, having a lunge the outside. Thrilling Georgia beats Winsome Jenny in the Wellington Cup. Coolabah Blue is third, followed across then by Varga Frost. A super run further back to Lonesome Nitro. Really Clever was back with that runner. So too was Corborn Brick, and one just a bit slow pulling up on the lure there, and that was Mammy Brown. Thrilling Georgia, the money lands. Karen Walsh wins the Wellington Cup. Gary Harding gets another. 10 years ago, he had a dog called Thrilling Sam, won 2, nearly won 3 straight Wellington Cups. Thrilling Georgia does the job. Over the top of Winsome Jenny. Super run the Class 1. Coolabah Blue third. And Varga Frost, he was last round the first bend. He's got up for fourth, ahead of Really Clever. Matt Roberts' pair were in trouble right from the hop. Neither stepped well, and they were shouldering each other going to the first bend. Thrilling Georgia led up, but Winsome Jenny was just hopping into a nice spot there. Really Clever beside it. Mammy Brown didn't ping off well tonight. Corborn Brick got off the heels of that. And you can see Lonesome Nitro trying to find the rail in behind Coolabah Blue, but there's a brick wall in front of him, and he couldn't find a way through that wall tonight like he did last week. And Thrilling Georgia comes back at the head of the field. She is by collision out of over appeal. Gary Harding owns. And Karen Walsh does the training. It is win 13 at start number 24. Runs over the top of Winsome Jenny. She was gallant. She was second into the back. She ran past Thrilling Georgia, but Thrilling Georgia came again. Winsome Jenny, class 1. Do you think she'll win some low-grade races? I think she'll do pretty well. Elizabeth Whelan is down there with Karen Walsh. And I think we'll be able to throw shortly. In fact, we can. Here's Elizabeth with Karen.
Karen, congratulations on a fantastic win there.
Thank you very much, Liz. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I can't believe it.
Look, she jumped really well. I thought that Winsome Jenny had headed her, but she's just fought on so well.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming around the bend, I was wrapped that should run second, you know, and then for her to get up and run home, I was absolutely over the moon.
Very, very strong dog.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Glad that you've travelled down to Wanganui, I'm guessing.
Yes, I've just been told I'm the only non-local in the race, so they were sort of booing me a bit in the parade yard, but yeah, I'm sure they'll all be friends soon.
Not you with the late money on tonight?
No, not me.
Well, congratulations, Karen, and is it the Auckland Cup maybe?
Yeah, well, we'll have to look at that, you know. It's obviously these races are tough, but while she's in good form, certainly got a head for it.
Well done, and I'll let you go and enjoy.
Thank you.
Karen Walsh, their Group 1 winning trainer, and she just manages to get the dogs so perfectly timed for these Group 1 races. Wonderful to see, only travelling trainer to come here to Hattrick for the Wellington Cup, and Thrilling Georgia, that's been an outstanding performance. Winsome Jenny, only C1 assist, has finished in second, and just remarkable there. Ryan, Thrilling Georgia has taken out the Group 1, and I imagine has landed a few late bets of people there.
They smashed it, Elizabeth. It was 620 into 380. 381, 70, 150, 350. 1, 2, 3 and 5. Quinella 710, try 103, 50. The first four, $854.30. The double, 1 and 1, $12.60. 1 and 2 concession, $16.20, and nothing official through there from the Triple Trab. It looks like it was not struck, but congratulations to the team. Gee, it was a bit of a repeat of the heat, wasn't it? As soon as it got into the straight and balanced up, just went slightly wide. Thrilling Georgia, it found the line, ran straight through it, and powerful all the way to the end of the 520 metres in the Group 1 Wellington Cup final. Great race, and a good start to Wellington Cup weekend. Thrilling Georgia for Karen Walsh and G.E. Harding. Congratulations to the team taking up the big one. Still 4 to go though, and the next one at Hattrick Raceway kicks off the quaddie, race number 9. So quaddie punters can use a little bit of those winnings, because plenty of you got a slice of that one. Thrilling Georgia smashed right in, and the quaddie starts in the next back at Hattrick Raceway. So, yep, great race and good coverage too. Right, Cranbourne, meeting code 24, gallops to join the fun here on TAB Trackside 1 Friday night. 10 past 8, we're 4 minutes out from meeting code 24, and it's the first on the card. Let's have a look at these. Shellac 291.50 is the favourite for Jackie Berryman. Drawn pretty wide, 3-year-old filly by Commands. It raced in the winter of last year for a 4th and a 6th, and has come back fresh up today, and they're pretty keen on it, aren't they? 2 starts for no placings. Robert Smedden trains this one at Caulfield. We can link in with TVN, 3.5 out from the first at Cranbourne.
Sam, hit us a pick of the yard, please. Gator, I'm going to go for Pat's mare, Marley Sand. She looks a treat in the yard. Good strength about her, and yeah, just a nice, tidy type. And best of luck to the ladies of the turf team that are in the horse. A few of them are here tonight, so they'll be here to cheer her on.
A little bit of money for Estiminet here. $4.20 out to $4.80, back to $4.20. The favourite Shellac, short enough, wasn't it, Gator? $2.40 out to $2.60 now. And we'll wait and see if any more moves come in the next minute or so. Just got a text through. Big news tomorrow. The coverage there, TVN at Moonee Valley, will be launching the 4 tracks for kids for 2015, the Melbourne Walk. So all the details will be on tomorrow's coverage, but I believe it's going to be a new route, and the mission is to raise $500,000. So it'll be a fantastic achievement if that can be done, and I'm sure with the support of the racing community, we'll be able to achieve that goal. So there we go, 4 tracks for kids 2015, the Melbourne Walk. All the details coming up tomorrow on the Moonee Valley coverage.
Yeah, I don't want to give the game plan away, but it'll be a new date, a new route, and new partners, new challenge, pretty much the theme. So
tune in tomorrow and we'll get a lot of details. Of course, you're on with Bruce Clark tomorrow, and looking forward to the 9 races on the card there.
Yeah, really challenging program as well at Moonee Valley tomorrow. Wow, there's some even racing there as we see further money come for Estaminet, now into $4. As Campai firms as well, $8.50 in from a top of 10.
And Sam's mastered it didn't take you too long, a couple of years, but you've mastered how to just get a little plug in there. That was really impressive by you. Campo, just good golf.
I'm on my last legs. Go to side. I need to lift, and it is a great restaurant. Been going there many times for a long time, and it's beautiful food.
Nicely done. Estaminet, $4.80 to $4. We'll make it the TVN market mover, TRB number 5. Of course, go on the run 2 runs ago and be winning a lot of maidens. I guess the big question mark is how good is Shellac on top of the green. It's been adrift to 240, 280, although there is a late rally for Shellac back into 270. No doubt, though, who the TVN market mover is. It's TRB number 5 in the Godolphin blue there. Lee and Anthony Friedman, of course, co-trainers. Looking forward to catching up with Lee later in the night. Shark. Terry Bailey actually caught up with Lee during the week.
Yeah, that's right. He was at the 2020 Creek game as well.
He was on fire too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and he's certainly up and about, Lee, at the moment. He's been reborn into this new training partnership with brother Anthony and really enjoying it. Now hitting all the sails up and buying well, no doubt. So, yeah, it's great to see the Hall of Famer back with the spring in his step. You
heard Pat Carey allude to a bit of speed in this. Obviously, it's always tough with newcomers in the race. It looks like it'll most likely be a truly run contest.
I'd have thought so, yeah, particularly at the distance. So I'm looking for horses that probably sit midfield and just get that nice settling run and can finish off.
Right, they're moving in well for the first of 9 races tonight. Let's welcome in our caller, Terry Bailey.
Thanks, Gator, and also to Michael and Sammy as we get set for the running of the first. Shellac has been clearly the best back runner. Heap of money pre-pace for it. Alex had been kept pretty safe. Late money on track is Estaminet. And Marley Sand's got a little hope here too. So really good little card. Tough races later in the night as we get set for the running of the first. And we're just about ready to run. Shellac moves in. She was very, very green in a trial / jump out win the other day at Sporting Bet Park. And we're ready now for the first. Shellac in. And thank you, Jason. Ready to run. First of 9 on a beautiful night for racing. Thoroughbred action at Cranbourne. Shellac heavily tried. Estaminet has been well back late. They're off. Alex bundled the start, missed it by a length. Swiftly Red went back. Gloray, no early speed. Marley Sand in front of Estaminet with the blinkers on, charging up to join it. Settling down third is Khan Pai, and on the fence, La Prenu and is still then is Shellac 3 wide. A length away is Alex. They were followed by Gloray being hard ridden, and 3 lengths away Swiftly Red. Marley Sand at the 600, a half in front of Estaminet, who's at its head on the outside now within about a head or so of the leader. 2 lengths away is Shellac chasing the leaders. 3 Khan Pai under pressure. Going around it is Alex from La Prenu, Gloray and Swiftly Red last. Marley Sand about to be joined on the bend by Estaminet. There's about a neck between them. 2.5 Shellac coming off the bit, and further back is Alex. Marley Sand at the 200 and Estaminet the outside. Marley Sand about a half in front of Estaminet, who's trying doggedly. They're clear from Shellac. It's Marley Sand in front. Estaminet's having another dive, but Marley Sand's clinging on, will go barrier to box and win the first. She looked great and she ran up to a good looks. Has gone on to beat Estaminet. Photo third, not sure. Alex Swiftly Red late, Khan Pai and Shellac just missing out, I feel, from Gloray and La Prenu's last in.
Race 1, run and 1, and great to see Pat Carey back in the winners list here, and Jessica Payne, good speed win, wasn't it? Marla Sand, top pick from Sam Holland off the mounting yard, and you get plenty of value, 8.30, 2.20, great work, Sam. Estaminet, the TVN market mover, was every chance, was up second, pressured the leader, just found her a little bit too slick, and they got away in the rest of the field. First 2 out, first 2 home, race 1. Shellac was an interesting run. Shark sort of looked to be travelling well, then gone, then came again.
Average, I thought, just average, as are the majority of these. I thought the winner's probably the horse to follow out of the race, being first up tonight. Plenty of heart there, considering that Estaminet kept her nice and close for the majority of that race until Jess was able just to slip her right a little bit more rain around the corner. Esther got the wanders up a bit, didn't she, in the straight? Even with the blinkers on, just wanted to get around and use a bit of the track. I don't think that was any difference to the results, Sam. Marley Sand had her done all ends up, I'd say.
Yeah, gee, she did a good job. Jumped and put herself on speed. Probably that first little bit they didn't go so quick, but then they really started to swing along round the bend there, and yeah, they were going at each other a bit, Esther Manette and Marley Sand, but she came out too good and too strong, and she's made good improvement from last preparation. Must say, congratulations to Catherine O'Rourke. It was her birthday during the week. She's in the ownership of this horse. She'll be absolutely thrilled.
Team, the owners, a heap of them have made the trek out. The ladies of the Turf, number 2 Syndicate, Pat, and they do a great. You've worn the almost the pink as well.
Oh well, you got to get with you got to stick with the strength, don't you? But no, it was a really great. It was a great win because Cheryl put the girls together to race the horse, and it's quite a lot of family and best friends and stuff like that in the horse. So it's a fantastic thing for Cheryl, because she plays a pretty big role in our stable, and she was pretty insistent that Jess Payne ride the horse, so and she rode it really well, and she was able to begin well and dictated it well and kicked away at the right time. So it was a really good win, but more importantly from stable point of view, it's a great win for Cheryl and the girls. So
the first question you'll get at home tonight, can we win again?
Well, you would have thought. I think it was a pretty solid win. So, 5 furlong horses, have a habit of repeating it again. So, I'm pretty sure she's got more wins in store for her.
Is that going to be her go, obviously, the short courses?
Well, that's the way. Look, she's that type of horse. Yeah. She's by California Dane, and she's, blocky sort of short couple mare, but strong. And she's got the natural asset of speed. So, look, if she wins again, we'll be really happy, I'm sure there's more in her.
Well done.
Thank you.
There's Pat Carey, and turned.
And number 2 gets it, and Marley Sand was the looker in the yard. Sometimes you've got to listen out for the TVN boys there. They can tip one out late. 8.30 and 2.20, good money. 5 gets second, Esther Minute, 1.20, and 4 Alex third, $2.10. 2 and 5, 12.20, 2, 5 and 4, 136.70, 2, 5, 4, 8, 4.97 and 90. Race number 1 at the Cranbourne Night Races, and you might have heard the boys here talking about the big day tomorrow coming out of Moonee Valley, and the Group 2 Jeep Australia Stakes is the big one. Dissident returning to the track fresh up tomorrow. Race 6 at Auckland, beautiful sunset across the stables bend there at Alexandra Park, and Better Be Amazed, the favourite in the first leg of Pick 6. The Wales Harness Hotline 0900 999. Craig, no surprises here that you've got your line in the first leg of the Pick 6. Can we go online and get some information also?
Absolutely. Just click on our website, www.walesharness.co.nz, and have a look at the profile. I'm a bit of a larger-than-life character in that photo there, Ryan. I'll give you the tip. I think about 30 kilos larger than life, but needs to be updated. But, yeah, it's a bit of a read anyway. And we've been going 21 years, mate. So wow. I suppose if you've been going that long, you must be doing something right. It is the first leg of Pick 6, you're right. Very keen on Better Be Amazed here. I'm surprised that she's not favourite here, Ryan. She was really good in winning last start. Got taken on in front, and she's pretty tough, this filly. She's only had 5 starts, 3 wins, 2 placings. The Telfer Garlic team's had a win already tonight with Prince of Pops. I think she is the one to beat. In the race, Zach Butcher takes the drive on the third favourite, Love Is a Drug, and this is what he had to say. Zach, a filly that's doing a good job here at the moment, Love Is a Drug, inside draw, and another one that should be right on the speed throughout.
Yeah, a couple of her draws haven't been too flash lately, and she gets a good draw tonight, which will really aid her. Hopefully we can get a good track up behind something, maybe even a trail, and she'll be right there at the finish.
You Love Is a Drug, this one for the Good Sports Syndicate. We're racing the Brick and Bloodstock colours from the inside draw, filly by Art Major. Should get a nice run. How do we sum this race up? 3 Better Be Amazed on top. Dangers, well, number 11, Lincoln's Megastar. You look at 1 the second row and you think, oh, that's not a good draw. But punters remind you that 12 Vengeance is off the unruly. So she'll draw 1 the second row, but can get off the marker peg straight away, number 11. And she gets in this race as a 6-win mare. She's very well placed for Lincoln Farms tonight. Form line says no, but ability-wise, she's good enough to win here. So I'd put the 11 in, 3 to beat 11. 2 Cyclone Kate, needed the run at Cambridge, may need one more, but she's a class filly. Showed a lot of ability at 2, got a good draw here. Todd Mitchell for Gareth Dixon, and I thought the best roughie in the race is runner number 6, Walk of Fame. She's had absolutely no luck, this filly. Got knocked out of the race at Cambridge, never got a run at Alexandra Park on the 31st of December, and trialled up like a winner prior to that. So runner number 6, Walk of Fame, owned by Charlie Roberts, who's on track, and just seen him go past. Good luck to you, Charlie, with the filly by Bettor's Delight. I'd like to mention too, a congratulations to Jack and Jeanette O'Donnell, celebrating their 55-year wedding anniversary today. That is something very, very special. So to you, Jack and Jeanette, a very happy anniversary, 55 years. That's quite amazing. I'm struggling to make 6, but there's hope for me yet. Congratulations to you on a very, very special day. Pick 6, quickly, other legs later in the program. I thought in race number 7, Uncas trolled up super here on Saturday. Dangers Miss Pegasus and Our Dainty Lady. Very keen on Sky Major to upset them in race number 8 tonight and beat Gold Ace and Hoka Punter if you want to take all 3. Race 9, I thought Charleston Bell, very good third here, rating a 54.8 last half here, last start at Alexandra Park. I thought her and Stars and Sound, barriers 6 and 2 over the mile in race number 9. In the 10th tonight, Tassie's Devil was my value bet of the night. That value was shortened from 14 to 6. Dangers Aliante, Liberty Sticks in race number 10. And in the last, I thought Delightful Offer and Cha-Ching Cha-Ching, runners 4 and 6 in the last tonight. That's a quick summary of tonight's Pick 6. Aaron, what does it come to you? We're about a minute out from race number 6 tonight. You're with number 2, Cyclone Kate.
Yeah, I'm going with Cyclone Kate. She was very good at Cambridge fresh up. Of course, she did have to sit outside Better Be Amazed there. Well, she's drawn inside Better Be Amazed tonight, so she's going to get a nicer trip from there. The Mark III filly, co-owned by Kyle Mills, of course. Todd Mitchell, Gareth Dixon combine as the trainer and driver. We'll put in the 3, Better Be Amazed. She just continues to do good things. The Bettor's Delight filly. 1, Love Is a Drug with a nice draw. Lincoln's Megastar with the 2 scratchings off the second row comes into the inside second. She put in an uncharacteristic gallop last time, which took her out of contention. Simon Lawson for Ray Green. You know she's better than that. So 2, 3, 1 and 11 in the Wales Harness Hotline. 0900 999 mobile pace. And what did we get on the message this morning, Craig?
On the message this morning, Aaron, you would have got Better Be Amazed as a great each-way chance to upset the favourite Cyclone Kate. And I thought the best value in the race was runner number 6, Walk of Fame. Marked him 3 on top to beat 11, 2 and 6 in race number 6 tonight. Can tell you, people are getting involved tonight at the racing desk. $5,000 on runner number 3, Better Be Amazed. And then another $3,000 on that runner at $3. She is clearly the best back runner in race number 6, and a little bit of money coming late here for runner number 2, Cyclone Kate. Favourite now, Better Be Amazed in the black and white checkers from barrier number 3. Good luck if you're playing into tonight's first leg of Pick 6. Here's Aaron's call on race number 6.
Thanks, Craig. And the runners in behind the mobile gate for the 6th on the program to open Pick 6 tonight. So work into the lane. Favourite Better Be Amazed. Out of barrier 3, Scotty Phelan for the Telfer Garlic team, both looking for doubles. Green light is there, they're off. Cyclone Kate, Better Be Amazed, and also Walk of Fame, get off the arm well. Love Is a Drug holding up off the inside. Better Be Amazed, though, will cross down, take the lead over Love Is a Drug. They're followed by Lincoln's Megastar, getting the run through from the second row. Cyclone Kate was taken out of the early speed. She's going back into midfield. Vengeance is with her, then Miss Debonair. Walk of Fame was also eased back to second last, and Winberg Sally the last at the 1800. Better Be Amazed, the Bettor's Delight filly. Scott Phelan into the back in favourite, a length and a half over Love Is a Drug, and 3 back on the inside, Lincoln's Megastar. Cyclone Kate again doing it tough tonight. She's sitting out parked around Vengeance. Miss Debonair's in the 1-1. Walk of Fame and the Iceman Tony Hill, he's second last. Winberg Sally last, 44 and 8 was the lead time. So a comfortable lead for Better Be Amazed, the favourite. She works off the back and sweeps across the showgrounds turn, a length and a half. Love is a Drug. Lincoln's Megastar is third, and 3 back on the inside as Walk of Fame starts her claim into the race out 3 wide around Cyclone Kate. Winberg Sally will also track Walk of Fame into the contest. Vengeance second last now, and Miss Debonair last as they work into the lane. Better Be Amazed. The opening quarter in 32 and 3. She's getting a very cosy time of it out in front. Winberg Sally to park, but again putting no pressure into this leader, and Love is a Drug getting that beautiful run in the trail. Lincoln's Megastar 3 back on the inside. Walk of Fame now 1-1. Vengeance third last with Cyclone Kate and the Wizard Todd Mitchell to her outside. And Miss Debonair last at the 900 metres. Better Be Amazed on the stables corner. Leading a length over Winberg Sally. Back on the inside, Love is a Drug. Walk of Fame 1-1 around Lincoln's Megastar. Then Cyclone Kate, Vengeance, Miss Debonair. 30 and 7 the second quarter into the back. And Better Be Amazed, Scotty Phelan with the favourite. She's got the ears pricked by a length up on the outside. Winberg Sally. Love is a Drug travels strongly in the trail for Zach Butcher in the 1-1 then is Walk of Fame. Lincoln's Megastar 3 back on the inside, length away to its outside. Cyclone Kate then Vengeance and Miss Debonair the last. 4:50 left to go. Better Be Amazed the quarter down the back in 30.4 up on the outside. Winberg Sally now measures motors back on the inside. Love is a Drug then Walk of Fame. Cyclone Kate starts her claim. Miss Debonair out wider then Lincoln's Megastar homeward bound. Better Be Amazed, Winberg Sally, Walk of Fame, Cyclone Kate, Love is a Drug, Lincoln's Megastar getting right through on the inside, but Better Be Amazed, Scotty Phelan rocketing home Lincoln's Megastar, Love is a Drug, but Better Be Amazed, another beautiful Scotty Phelan drive in. Second over, Love is a Drug from Lincoln's Megastar, Walk of Fame. They were followed Winberg Sally, Cyclone Kate, Vengeance, and Miss Debonair in 2:45.4, home in 27. Always going to be tough to beat off the top end. Better Be Amazed in the Wales Harness Hotline 0900 999 mobile pace. After getting such a soft lead, she's just sprinted them home in 27. Love is a Drug and Lincoln's Megastar. They will run second and third respectively, and then came Walk of Fame. Winberg Sally was the next across in front of Cyclone Kate.
Official placings race 6, the Wales Harness Hotline 0900 999 mobile pace. 3-1-11 672. 3-1-11 672. Horse 3, Better Be Amazed, paced the 2200 metres in 2:45.48. Mile rate of 2-1. Last 857.4, the 427. The margin's 3/4 of a length, ahead 1 3/4 lengths. 3-1-11 672. Race 6, the Wales Harness Hotline 0900 999 mobile pace.
3, Better Be Amazed, continues here. Very good form this campaign. Bred by Stonewall Stud Limited, who race the Better's Delight 3-year-old bay filly out of Amazed with the Stonewall Stud number 7 Syndicate. Steve Telfer, Chris Garlick trained at Papakura. Scotty Phelan in for winning doubles tonight. Craig Thompson and family down there, part of the victory celebrations after the Wales Harness Hotline 0900 999 mobile pace. Auckland Trotting Club steward Roger Barnes is down there, part of the victory celebrations also. Win 4 at start 6 for Better Be Amazed. 1, Love is a Drug, second, Art Major Bay, 3-year-old filly at Aloma Fay for the Good Sports Syndicate, Zach Butcher and Barry Purden. And 11, Lincoln's Megastar for third. The Mark III Bay 4-year-old mare out of Claire de Lune. Lincoln Farms Limited, R.J. Menzies, D.R. Ebbett, R. Flood, R.W. Green and I.A. Middleton. Ray Green trained at Pukekohe. And Simon Lawson. Better Be Amazed, number 3, will return $2.90, $1.30, $2.90, $1.30. 1 Love is a Drug at $1.60, $1.60. 11 Lincoln's Megastar, $1.50, $1.50. Quinella, $5.90, $5.90. Trifecta, $44.60, $44.60. First 4, $93.90, $93.90. And we'll have an update on Pick 6 very shortly. Trackside just running through the results. We should be able to grab a Pick 6 on the end of that. The chase for the 25,000 tonight, with the favourite being successful in the first leg. And no update coming through on trackside. So as soon as that comes through on Pick 6, we'll certainly bring it to you. But with the favourite winning, you would suspect there'll be plenty of live units remaining after the first leg of tonight's chase of the $25,000.
Out in 7, Boston Blaze. Second line, Allegro Chaser. Exponential Lily, the blue. Green Rug in, Azuma, the veteran. Marvellous dog he's been. The outside, What's Up G. Locked and loaded, Wellington Champion Sprint final. Just a heap of speed here. Here comes the bunny, was set. Racing, Winning is Easy comes out fast. Alpaca was slow. Allegro Class goes fast, and also Allegro Chaser in between runners. Allegro Class has got to the lead. Exponential Lily starts to run hard the inside, then Inazuma. Alpaca getting well back in the race as they come to the corner with Boston Blaze. And back last of all, What's Up G. Allegro Class in front. Winning is Easy trying harder than Exponential Lily. Allegro Class is in from Winning is Easy. Super run for second. Exponential Lily third. Then we had Allegro Chaser. Alpaca further back then to Inazuma. Boston Blaze. What's Up G beating Boston Blaze. Allegro Class, he's got the potential to be a dominant sprinter now. He's been dropped back. He keeps running very fast times tonight at 17.29, 100th of a second slower than last week, 10.46. He's very strong. He's been very good over the 457 metres at Palmerston North. And on the board, 5-1, Winning is Easy. Gee, that was a super run. Sternest test tonight without question. Exponential Lily, honest as ever, and Allegro Chaser next in. He worked to the lead, he got around Winning is Easy, and Winning is Easy did not give up. She chased him down hard. Exponential Lily ran the rail hard after breaking in the midfield, and then Allegro Chaser, but Allegro Class scores by 1 length at the line, 2 lengths back to third, and 2.5 lengths back to fourth. 17.29 as mentioned on the board, 5, 1, 4 and 2, and 6.83 was the lead up there with that run home of 10.46. Elizabeth, 2 excellent races for our features tonight. Wellington Champion Sprint final, and as we would have expected with Lisa Ahern having 6 in the race, she did get the first 4 home.
Yeah, very good performance there nonetheless. First 4 for Lisa Ahern. Big congratulations to the team. Number 5, Allegro Class. He's won in a very quick time. And, yeah, too good. Number 1, Winning is Easy. Another good run there for second and for Exponential Lily. In third, it'll be 5, 1, 4 and a 2. I will try and catch up with Brendan Cole at some stage. I think I might have seen him on track earlier on, so I'll try and hunt him down and get an aftermath interview with him in a little while. Still 3 more races to come here from Hattrick tonight, and we've got that result. It's not too far away. Number 5 Allegro Class doing the job. Win number 13 at start number 33 has paid $420, $170. Number 1 winning is AZ 120 and 4. Exponential Lily 190. Quinella won with 5840. The trifecta 5450. Lisa Ahern first 4 5 1 4 and 2 pays at $98. That one did wrap a treble there across races 7 to 9. 1, 1 and 5 is paid $175.50. Right, and that was the ninth on our program, our feature sprint, and yes, it was a Lisa Ahern first 4.
Yeah, first 5 if they offer that one too, but no, they don't. But too good, Lisa Ahern in the sprint final, and just heard the stable rep there mention that if Allegro Class can jump away, it'd be tough to run down. He was right. Got the price, 5, 1, 4 and the 2. Next up, we're 7 minutes out from race number 2 at Cranbourne on meeting code 24. Take a short break here on TAB Trackside 1.